用でもあるの？ないなら帰るから。
Alright, welcome back everybody for a late stream. But how y'all doing?
いつ咲こうとも風に吹き落とされる時は来る。
Let's see here.
一生コラボスタート。二つすべてが燃え尽きるまで生きるために。近隣万象いずみすぎ清らかペースを合わせよう。健康質は同じ。燃やし尽くす。汚れを払わぬ近隣万象いずみすぎ。
Mods apparently don't work in Star Rail. Apparently, every once in a while, MiHoYo updates like the hashes or the meshes or whatever they're called for certain characters. And so yeah, it's common for mods to like break or stop working. Just wait for people to put out fixes. They usually do that pretty quick. I think the last time what was it? I think Genshin's last patch or this current patch, it broke, I think, specifically all the Mawika mods, I believe. And so a lot of mod makers had to a lot of modders had to put out like emergency like updated Mawika mods that would work on the current patch. But yeah, that happens a lot, Bubba. Just wait for people to fix them. Gonna play Genshin today? Actually, I will, because I need to finish up the combat event. I forgot the name of it, but the thing that you get the name card from. I still have to get that done. I started yesterday, but I didn't finish it because I ran out of time. Just want to get a couple things done in Star Rail first, then we'll switch over. But today's not going to be a long stream. I'm only going to be here for like at maximum 4 hours. Did GFL 2 rolls and got spooked by Vepley again. Yeah, I know what that feels like. I think I've already gotten spooked by Vepley like 3 or 4 times, I think. 2 or 3? Was it 3 or 4? Or was it 2 or 3? I don't know. Just finished the 3.1 story. Gotta say, you think you were a bit harsh with the game. It was enjoyable precisely from the first boss up to the final confrontation with it. Everything before and after was kind of alright. Yeah, it was better than 3.0 for sure. Oh, that's great. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to bother reading the story still. But hey, if it was actually better than usual, then yeah, credit where credit is due, I guess. Just give us Elysia and get us to Space Japan. I kind of wouldn't mind visiting that all water planet. That seems kind of cool. Hope so, because otherwise you don't get to see Aglaya's hot ass body. Yeah, don't worry about it. They'll fix it. Unfortunately, Star Rail, the modding scene for Star Rail isn't as big as Genshin's per se, so it'll probably take modders a little bit longer to get around to fixing all the broken mods that got busted by the latest update. But it happens pretty often, so it's definitely nothing new. It's obvious companion quests were blended into the story as part of Trailblaze missions, but sure, let's pretend it's main story. Technically, they kind of did that with Adventuring, didn't they? No idea what this bullshit is. Yeah, great. More Divergent Universe fucking grinding our balls off, I guess. This shit all over again. What did we want to use here again? I don't fucking know. I guess I'll just run my Lady Herta team for now, because I have no idea what else I'm gonna use. Hey David Tixon, welcome back. And hey Max, welcome back. Good to have you two back again. Sure, no idea what those do, don't care. No, I don't really give a fuck about this. Do I have to use it? I would rather just use my own shit, thanks. Dicko looks you're mad when I hop on Genshin. Kinda made her better. If you only kinda made her better, then I don't feel like looking at your Mawika Naruto. Like, unless you have made substantial changes and you still and you're looking for feedback on that, then I'll look at it. But if you're calling them small, if you just said you kinda made her better, I don't give a fuck. I don't quite want to auto this. Well, Sparkle's basically been killed. Okay. Oh, new enemies. Basically just rehashed, rehashed enemies from the fucking, space station. Harmony. Oh yeah, that's right. We have. Well, actually, no. Harmony we've always had. For some reason, the Harmony word looks a little weird to me. Murmur. That's a new effect. What the fuck is this? Some nihility stuff. Saint Tontus, I've heard of that guy. He reacted to my gacha tier list, by the way. The beef with the comments about me comparing Zenless combat to Wuwa combat. Oh, did I trigger some of the Wuwa and the Zenless fanboys? Knowing the communities for both games, I'm guessing that the Wuwa fanboys in his chat probably took offense to that. The Zenless players don't really give a fuck for the most part. They're pretty chill. Or I would guess that the Wuwa fanboys got all triggered and shit. At least that's what I would guess. Not sure if that's actually the case though. Huh. My gacha tier list has broken 20k views actually, so it's actually done better than I thought. It's kind of surprising. Yeah, the Zenless boys were pretty chill. It's the that's what I figured. I'm not surprised if the Wuwa fans got triggered. Knowing how much people love, how much the Wuwa fanboys love glazing their fucking game. Oh yeah. That wasn't exactly hard to figure out. I don't really care about that. Go for Hunt. I don't want to hear about what he said about Arknights. I don't want to hear what Saint Tanta said about Arknights being #1. Well, why the fuck do I think about why the fuck do you think I give a shit about some washed up fucking gacha content creator who's nowhere near my status? So yeah, no, I don't think I even care to begin with. The fuck does he think he is? Or who the fuck does he think he is? People debating which spam left-click game is harder, LMAO. True, true. True. Hey, Sparty, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Reason you said that is because Malwika still has 100% ER, which is a lot. Naruto. Naruto, are you fucking... Are you trying to be dumb with me? Is Ziox considered a new gen gacha gamer? Well, yes, duh. Naruto, sometimes the shit you ask me is like, why are you even in my chat, bruh? But for the sake of being, trying my best to be polite, and just to educate you, just to help you, all characters in Genshin Impact have base 100% ER. So actually, just to give you credit, the fact that you dropped Mawika's ER to 100% is actually a good thing because that's exactly what I told you to do. Hey Ronaldo, how's it going, man? Yes, the Naruto guy in my Twitch chat is back. He usually is. I don't mind him being in my chat, it's just sometimes the things he says is... but no, Naruto, I'm not gonna roast you too hard, at least not here. No, that's good, that's a good thing, Naruto. The fact that your Malwika has 100% ER on her stat sheet is a good thing, because that means that she has no extra ER. 100% ER is baseline for all your characters. That's what they start with. And I told you earlier that Malwika has no use for ER stats, so the fact that her stat sheet says it's at only 100% is actually a good thing, because that means that her artifacts don't give her any, which is good because you'd rather use those substat spots for other stats that she'll probably, you know, use better. So actually, Naruto, no, that is a good thing. You're doing a good job. At least on Malwika. On basically everyone else, that's obviously a different story. But here, because I told you to get rid of all of Malwika's ER, that you did exactly what I told you to. So that's good. Don't think that 100% her having 100% ER is a lot, because that's what she starts with to begin with. Who's Naruto? Some dude who keeps coming back to my stream to ask nothing but Genshin questions in my Twitch chat. Sometimes the things he says is weird, is just... Ugh. Sometimes the things he says kind of triggers me, but, you know. At least he's a faithful viewer, so I have to give him that. So I try my best to keep my emotions in check. And, you know, at least he's asking questions. He's not being an asshole about it. So, I oblige him. What's the candle? Oh, is this the same candle thing? Yeah, I'll just fucking take random rewards, I guess. I have more subscribers than Saint. That's not exactly accurate. A lot of my subs on my YouTube channel, Max, are what I call are dead subs. Remember that I made my YouTube channel like over a decade ago, and I built my channel on like other games before I got into Gacha. So a lot of the subs my channel has aren't really like active subs anymore. I mean, more to Saint Tontus's credit, I'm sure he's a bigger streamer than I am. I mean, it's not exactly hard to do that though. Especially if you go down the fucking gacha drama tuber content route, like basically everyone else does. I'm assuming Saint Tontus is basically that, right? Just another fucking gacha drama tuber, or like another gacha React Andy streamer. So yeah, my YouTube sub count isn't exactly like you shouldn't use that as like a metric or anything. What is this again? Oh yeah, that's right. Just fucking changing this shit. Erudition and remembrance. Thank you. That sounds pretty good. Anything else? After target ally applies a debuff. Does anybody in my team even put debuffs? Maybe Jade might? I don't know. I'll just override it anyway. What's a good Mav comp without Zelo? Good question. I'm not too sure either. You always want to give her a Bennett. Make sure Mawika always has Benny to work with at the very least. But not Zelo? That's a tough question actually, because the problem with Mawika's team comp is that it's pretty rigid from what I can tell. Unless I'm just wrong about that. Because the reason why you use Zelo and Bennett together is because those two together do not apply elements on enemies when you bring out Mawika. Because ideally you just want Sitlali's shit to be going on, right? Her skill and her ultimate, so that way Mawika can react off of Sitlali's cryo applications. Just that alone. Whereas if you don't bring Zelo and you bring somebody else, you might have to deal with other elements like interfering with Mawika's damage. I guess you can put in Kazuha, maybe? Maybe. I can maybe see that working. Because, like, you'd have Kazuha, react with, Sitlali's cryo shit. And then Mawika can, constantly, react off of the constant cryo applications, maybe? Maybe. I'm not too sure. I'd have to try that team myself to see how that works. But yeah, I think Bubba's got some answers for you. Embrace the cringe and do drama content and try to pivot away. Maybe that's what I gotta do. We'll see. Eon-san will probably replace Zelo at C6. He? I thought Eon-san was a girl. Is he just like a femboy or something? Gives more buffs, at least in the current state, when he gives Night Soul. But at C6, isn't Eon-san also going to be a 5-star? Or is she a 4-star? Because I'm under the impression that Eon-san's going to be a 5-star, but maybe that's not the case. If you're talking about Eon-san being at C6 as a 4-star, then that's one thing, but I don't even plan on getting her to C6 anyway. I mean, it'd be nice if I could, but that's not exactly feasible for me right now. Eon-san's a 4-star and a girl. Okay, yeah. 4-star I didn't know, but I always thought Eon-san was a female or was a girl. But if she's a 4-star, then okay, then that makes more sense that Max is talking about like when she's at C6. In which case, then sure, why not? I just don't expect her to get her C6 though is the problem. So I'll probably still rely on Zelo for the time being. Wuwo fanboys don't like any form of criticism from what you've seen. Yeah, that's kind of the case with certain gacha games that have like die-hard fan bases. It almost always stems from those games having like previous games that people really liked. Like in Wuwa's case, PGR is like almost unanimously liked or even loved. And so a lot of the PGR players migrated over to Wuwa when Wuwa launched. And then Limbus Company is also another gacha game that apparently has a similar issue where most of its players, if not all, like damn near all of its players, just glaze the fuck out of that game. And like you try saying anything bad about Limbus, they're just gonna say skill issue and fucking smother your ass. Yeah, like brainless, mindless glazing is not something that I enjoy. I don't like doing it myself, and then I don't like it when other people do it because, you know, no gacha game is perfect. So long as gacha games exist, gacha games can never be perfect. And in an ideal world, gacha games would not even exist as a concept. You like my point that Genshin having a better looking world to explore. Wu has better movement, but the world is more plain. My problem, I think I mentioned this before, no harm, but my problem with Wuwa's exploration is that visually it is not as striking as Genshin's. And my problem is that specifically Wuwa could do a lot better with its colors. They have been improving, which is why I like Renacita much more than Huanglong, Renacita and Black Shores. Black Shores and Renacita do look great, especially in some parts, but Genshin always looks good, is the difference. And yeah, I don't give a fuck about the fact that Wuwa has, they have better optimized, you know, exploration, like you can fly and shit like that. Like that's great and all, but like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the experience of like, you know, you enter a new region or a new biome in Genshin and you're like, wow, this place looks amazing. Or like it really makes you, or even in the places that aren't as fun to explore, like a lot of people didn't enjoy exploring the desert regions of Sumeru. For me, even though they weren't as fun as say like exploring the rainforest or whatever, it still gave me the sense of like, wow, this place is a fucking desert. So like it's like, yeah. I get to sort of like role play that, you know, this is kind of what exploring a desert region IRL kind of feels like. Like, yeah, it's probably gonna suck exploring a desert in real life too. So it's like, okay, I can kind of you know, I can kind of fuck with this. Not for very long, of course, but you know, like I'm at least glad that I got the experience. Whereas I don't really feel that way going through Wuwa. Personally, anyway. Gotcha Smack was right that St. Tanta's is just imitating techies, react shit. Not really a fan, by the way. To be fair, a lot of people do like fucking gotcha react content without even knowing what the fuck they're doing. I mean, I'm sure Gotcha Smack himself is guilty of that, so, you know, with the whole, like, pot calling the kettle black situation. Ow. Do I prefer Renacita or Fontaine? Fontaine, 100%. That's basically, Max, you're basically asking me which do I prefer, Genshin or Wuwa exploration. I think I already made myself clear on that one. Like, gee, do I want to explore in Genshin or do I want to explore in Fontaine? Or do I want to explore in Wuwa, sorry. Is I wonder what I should go with here. Man, all these buffs are so fucking different. Well, some of them are the same, but... Upgrade that, sure. Feels easy on the eyes, yeah, exactly. Genshin is absolute eye candy to look at. Like, you know exactly, like the vast majority of the time, you know exactly what you're looking at in Genshin. Whereas in WoW, I don't know, man, the world looks a little bit blurrier, right? It looks blurrier. The colors don't pop as well. Like, it doesn't captivate me as much as, like, Genshin does. So. Hunt, abundance, physical. Abundance, I guess. Only one that applies. Toxic positivity doesn't help anybody. Yeah, positivity is good, but yeah, the moment it becomes toxic to the point where you can't say anything bad about a game or anything else, then yeah, that's also a very big problem in and of itself. AKDMCA, welcome back. Appreciate the hell out of my honesty. That's kind of what I'm here for. Because you know for a damn fact that most other gacha content creators are anything but honest. Somebody's gotta, you know, keep it real, you know? And so that guy is gonna have to be me. You remember when there was like a desert region that released in BDO and Black Desert Online? It was so shit. You loved it because of it, specifically because it was insufferable. Remembrance. I don't have any characters like that. Hey, Warwick. Anyone else get like giga slow loading in the WoW co-op event? I've heard that WoW's co-op is or their netcode is not exactly great. Skirk is definitely coming out next version. Well, unfortunately not. If you're talking about 5.5, because that's when we get Varessa and Iansan. Unless you're talking about 5.6, then in which case maybe. I don't know what the leaks say. Alright, Sparkle. Hey, Kenny, welcome back, man. Good to have you back again. Which one do I want to use? Hunt. Why don't I farm the WoW fanboys? They would give me so much attention. My problem with that is that I don't want to go out of my way to trigger a particular fan base. I don't like doing that. As much as I love talking shit about like the Hoyotars or the WoW fanboys, like I don't want that to be my focus, right? Because I have very strong opinions about people being drama tubers, right? And so if I were to become a drama tuber myself, then, you know, like, what, like, you know, it would be hypocritical, basically, and people wouldn't take me as seriously. Like, I don't really want to, like fucking drama farm a player base. Even if there's a certain player base out there that, like, does things that I don't quite like, it's like, well, to me, it's like, that wouldn't be fair if I just single out one community, because if I'm going to do that, I should do that against all my gacha communities. And obviously, I don't have the time to do that either. Like, all gacha communities are flawed. You're always going to get bad apples out of all of them. Sure, I might talk shit about some of them in particular, but at the same time, that shouldn't that shouldn't give me an excuse to, like, oh, go after one community in particular. That just wouldn't be fair. Super Break is struggling a bit in the recent MOCs, but you can still make Firefly work. Yeah, I can vouch for that. My E0 my E0 Firefly team took like 6 turns to beat MOC MOC 12 first half. So that's the first MOC in a while that I've noticed that my Super Break team hasn't really performed very well. I mean, they can still get it done, but it takes them a lot longer than I'm used to. But it's just one MOC. We'll see if the trend continues. Oh, excuse me. Propagation. What is... Oh, no, I think I've seen this one. Immediately obtain 4 blessings. Fragments required. Increased by 1,000%. Oh, God. Decreases, this is a new one. Decreases fragments gained by 50%. Decreases blah, blah, blah. Consumed. Max attempt blessing overwrite to 7. Sure. I'll take it now just because I don't ever feel like taking that one again later. What's Skirk's vision? Cryo, I'm pretty sure. I think we already know that much. Star Rail question is running HP body on Tribi a decent idea? Actually, yes. You should be running HP on Tribi. HP planar. Or orb. Yeah, I'm checking my spreadsheet right now, and they recommend HP %, not quantum. Main reason for that is because Tribi needs the HP % for, I think, one of her bonus abilities, one of her trace abilities. Not to mention, if you want to run her with Bone Collection, the new Bone Collection ornament set, it requires her to have 5k plus HP, and without HP planar, it's kind of hard for her to reach that. So yes, take what is it? Take HP planar. Let's see. Some Swan Song deals. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but sure, whatever. Hey Min, well, how's it going, man? You had my Psyche video running in the background and suddenly auto-played into my stream. Hey, what's going on, man? How perfect. Like, I guess the only reason why you would be able to run quantum damage Tribi on her planar is if, like, you got lucky enough on her, what is it? On her substats to the point where, like, she's getting so much extra HP from her substats from the rest of her relics that, like, yeah, she can still hit 5k HP even without HP planar, but that's probably not likely. I don't know. Oh, he meant body? My bad. Sorry, I didn't read his comment very well. I should probably read comments better. If you're talking about body, then no, you still don't want HP anyway. I believe she just wants either crit stats. Let's see. Yeah, crit rate, crit damage. No, you don't want HP on body. Sorry. My bad. But no, no, do not give Tribby HP percent on body. Crit rate or crit damage. Can you look at my Tribby build later? Sure, but my Tribby is not fully built yet. She's only got orbitals, but no ornaments yet. Because I've been saving my fucking Sim-Universe coins to farm out some new bone collection orbs for her, or bone collection relics for her, specifically. And I'll get to that after I'm done with this run, hopefully. Is there anything I want to change here? Not really. Huh. Harmony gives you an additional break effect buff? Holy shit. Find it funny that a lot of content creators are against leaks when leakers help the consumer make more informed decisions about their money. This isn't like watching a TV show. Oh, I have a very easy answer for you on that one, no harm. That's because a lot of content creators are part of MiHoYo's gacha content creation program. And so they are legally obligated to either not talk about leaks or downplay leaks. So, very easy answer for that. On the off chance that you do come across gacha content creators who aren't even part of MiHoYo's content creation content creator program, and they still say that shit, in which case, well, I respect the decision, but yeah, I also agree with you on that one, no harm. Leaks are technically good because they allow free-to-play players to look ahead and plan ahead too. Because one of the biggest weapons that free-to-plays have in an ongoing gacha game is the ability to, see what's coming, right? Have clairvoyance, so that way they can prepare ahead of time. That is one of the only ways for free-to-play players to fight back against, the surprise factor that developers have, right? If we didn't have any leaks at all for any of the Hoyo games, or just any gacha game in general, it would be much harder for free-to-plays to, manage their accounts, and specifically their gems, right? Because otherwise, if they're completely blind, then a lot more free-to-plays are definitely gonna succumb to the whole FOMO shit of oh, roll this character now, and as in the case of Aglaya, they might regret it. And yeah, even though I think Star Rail players who think Aglaya is shit without E1 are fucking retarded, at the same time, if that's what they truly believe, then I'm not advocating that they should be forced to roll Aglaya either. Even if your logic is wrong, if you truly don't want to roll on a character, but you're being pressured to because you don't know what's coming afterwards, then you shouldn't force yourself to roll for them just because you feel like you have to. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm 100% with you on that one, no harm. It's just that leaks are a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can be. There are times that some of our leaks have been completely fucking wrong, or they've been completely fucking off, or they would have been right, but the developers knew that there are some leaks that we've been paying attention to, and they're like, nope. They pull a fast one on us, nope, you're getting this content instead. I think that's actually what happened in Zenless recently, because we were supposed to get the idol faction characters, but instead we got Silver Ambi and Trigger, something like that. But yeah, for the most part, I'm with you on that one. Let's see. I don't really care for propagation. Then again, I don't really care for harmony and nihility either, but. Oh, I should have taken the fucking erudition one. Fuck. Whatever. Fire characters don't have anything like that. Abundance, yes I do. No remembrance. Sure. Combat domain. Just a heads up, Fate Collab is Q3. Q3 is July, so it's about 3 months away from Two Universes Collide. I don't know what Two Universes Collide is, but... appreciate the heads up. A single game-ready Genshin character with animations would take 200, 500 hours for a small team, but Genshin's polish and scale might push this higher, potentially 1,000 hours per character. What is the context for this again? Apologize for being an ass the other night. Well, you weren't exactly an ass, but then like, just dropping all your constellations for all your characters just out of nowhere was kind of like, you know, it's like, where did this come from, you know? But welcome back, either all the same. Is Castor's global buff situation actually a real problem, or just hype for the views? Honestly, I'm probably gonna farm that shit too as my video for this week probably. Right now, I don't see it as a big deal. Obviously, there's potential for it to kind of get out of hand. That's for sure. But at the moment, if Castor's global shit is the only one that we know for sure is coming to the game, that on its own, I don't really consider to be an issue. Like, if you're so bad at Star Rail to the point where you have to use Castor's, you have to like consistently rely on Castor's fucking revive shit, then it's like, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Not to mention, it actually, like, it's not just like, oh, it's a free revive, you know, you may have to have that character on your account, but it's like, no, there is a condition to it that you have to play around. And it's like, yeah, as long as you have a healer, it's no problem. But what if you don't have a problem? A lot of our teams in Star Rail run no healer comps, right? Where you just run Aventurine and that's it. What, right? Your Aventurine is your only sustain, quote-unquote, and you just rely on his shields to tank everything. So what do you do in a team like that if somebody dies in that case? Well, Aventurine ain't a healer. Rank the 6 regions in Genshin from favorite to least favorite. I'm not gonna do that right now. Ask me again when I pull up Genshin. Hey, Arrow, welcome back. How's my gachas treating you? Just fine. So far, anyway. Just been trying to catch up with certain events before they expire. There are certain leak channels that intentionally put out false info, though, and those videos still get like tens of thousands of views for certain channels. Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna have bad apples, of course, bad actors. Like, there's not really much you can do about that, to be honest. Like, of course, you're gonna have pieces of shit in any community. I mean, just look at, you know, Gotcha Smack, Saint Tantas. So it's like, well, yeah, duh. Tectone to a certain extent. So it's like, yeah, of course. Of course you're going to have bad actors and bad apples everywhere. No matter which community you're a part of. That doesn't change the fact that leaks overall are a good thing for the player base so long as they're utilized properly. The problem is that a lot of players don't use them properly. Because they're fucking retarded. They're fucking stupid and don't know what they're talking about. But yes, it's unfortunate that there are fake leak channels out there that intentionally post fake info, that post fake news. But you know, it's you just gotta watch out for them, right? And make sure that you don't fall for false info. Like, every once in a while, it's like, yeah, sure, you might believe a leak that turned out not to be true, but again, that's why I always tell people always take leaks with a grain of salt, because these are always subject to change. Either because, you know, oh, you got fed the wrong information, or MiHoYo themselves decide to change something about it. And so the final product will look a little different. Again, don't take leaks to heart, just use them as like a guide, or like a glimpse into a more accurate glimpse into the future. Remembrance, I guess. Yeah. I keep forgetting that the remembrance blessings we can just take, because they don't necessarily apply to the actual path now. What do I think about Eidolon's signature light cones lately too? What do I think about the whole idea that Eidolon's and signature light cones involving problems that they create on a base kit? Conceptually, I don't agree with it. I don't like the idea, just like everyone else, I don't like the idea of like MiHoYo creating problems that characters' signature light cones or extra Eidolons quote unquote solve. So like on a conceptual level, yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that any more than the next guy, right? Your average Star Rail player. That being said, having used Aglaya at E0 S0, and seeing that, yeah, I can still beat MOC with her. Now I'm just sitting here thinking like, does it really fucking matter? Like, of course I would love for Aglaya's E1 to just be part of her base kit, so that way she feels like a quote-unquote more complete character. Red Flame. But, if I can clear MOC with an Aglaya team, you can too. So why aren't people trying her out in the first place? Could it possibly be because, people just go off of what other people say without even testing shit themselves? They just blindly trust the rest of the community, their favorite gacha content creators. Whenever Gacha Smack says Aglaya is dog shit without E1, they just trust them blindly? I wonder if that could be the case. Fucking retards. Increases ally attack by 50%. Oh, just a unconditional 50% attack buff? Shit, man, I'll take this. How much credits do I got? Not too much more. Okay. What is harmonize? Increases. Oh, it's like break damage. What the fuck is this? Harmonizes, increases holders break. Oh, this is a super break buff, or like a break team buff. Increases target allies' weakness break efficiency. Oh, it also includes weakness break efficiency too. Okay, interesting. Gotcha. Yep. Speaking of Aglaya, bro doubled down on his Gacha Smack doubled down on his Aglaya take. He tweeted aged like wine, referring to his Aglaya video. And correct me if I'm wrong, but he did say that Aglaya is like dog shit at like she needs her E1 or some shit like that, right? And he says that he doesn't think he's wrong territory like other CCs. If that's the case, then yeah, Gacha Smack can go fuck himself. Fucking retard. He just used it to make himself look good and ignore my arguments. I still kind of want to do that anyway because I still kind of want to do that anyway because I would love to see him try to pass off a guy who calls himself the god of gacha, and literally nobody has contested me on that. You would think that in a drama-filled community such as this, right? In a drama-filled like content creation scene such as this, that if other content creators get wind of this one dude who calls himself the god of gacha, people will be all over my ass, right? It's like people see this one dude call himself the god of gacha, and it's like you would think that people would be like, oh, yeah, right, you're not the god of gacha, right? Because like, you know, that's just kind of what people do, right? If somebody comes out here and is like declares himself like the best at a game, oh, of course other people are gonna come along and be like, no, actually, you're not the best. I'm the best. Or maybe they don't say I'm the best, but you know, they're definitely gonna want to, you know, take you down a peg, right? But like as far as I'm aware, nobody's done that. So it's like, yeah, I still kind of want to make a video calling out Gacha Smack's dumbass and see how he reacts to it, just to see. Like, I would love to see him ignore a video like mine, for example. It's like, can you ignore somebody who calls him a video from somebody who calls himself the god of gacha? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see what happens. Remember the Genshin leak for the first anniversary stated free SSR, free 90 pulls, and everyone ran with it? I still remember the days when people believed the whole free Ayaka at AR like 40 or 45 or something. I still remember that. I was just like, bro, it's so funny that so many people are falling for this. Let's see, which one should I buff? I guess this one. Not that I really need it though. Same thing happened with Genshin. The Mawika people said that she needs Zelo to work, otherwise she's bad. I mean, Zelo certainly is one of her best teammates, to be sure, but yeah, it's not like without her, Mawika suddenly fucking falls off a cliff and is irrelevant. I mean, actually, if they said that about Sitlali, then that would be more believable. Because, personally, I think Mawika relies more on Sitlali support than she does on Zelo. It's just that Zelo also works very well with her. So yeah, maybe if they said it about Sitlali, then sure, that'd be one thing, but... Gacha Smack loves drama, so he will react. Yeah, I'd love to see him try to reacting to me. What game does Gacha Smack cover? Hoyo games. I believe he also does some Genshin content too. His community will make sure he sees it? Yeah, probably. Actually, does Gacha Smack even do Genshin anymore? I feel like he did at one point. Maybe he doesn't anymore, actually. I don't know. It was AR42. Personally, you've yet to encounter like a misleading leak video. To be fair, I think if you come across a like a leak channel that posts intentionally fake shit, like you kind of have to go out of your way to like see it or something like that. Yeah. I think usually, whatever leaks that people do post, they tend to be like, you know, they usually tend to be okay. They're like accurate at least, or at least, you know, they're not posted with like bad intentions, or with the intention of like specifically trying to like mislead people. Is he worse than Tectone? Well, they're about the same. Gacha Smack has done a lot of podcasts with techies, so yeah. You know, birds of a feather and all that. You love Lady Hirta's JP voice. Sounds hot. Yep. It sounds really nice. The Facial versus Firefly video was also kind of weird. Did Gacha Smack really make a video comparing those two? If he did, he's a fucking retard. What the fuck? Why are you comparing those two? He did? Oh god. What the fuck? Fucking idiot. Yeah, the free Ayaka of AR42. Remember that one? You only realized how necessary leaks were when you got Hanabi and how she turned out, and found out just how kneecapped she was from a beta version. You should have found out about the leaks so much sooner. On one hand, I still think Hanabi is very strong, even if she is massively nerfed from her beta versions. But yeah, in case that's what you care about, in case you don't like the fact you don't like how MiHoYo treated some characters in this game from going from their beta versions to their live versions, then yeah, that's where leaks would certainly have saved you. Or that's where leaks would have certainly given you a hand, right? Before I redeem those, let's see. Let me see if I can go extract some fucking shit. No, I don't care about this. I'll do that fucking later. Why cannot not click on this? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me farm some bone collection ornaments finally. Please down at least one character. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, we can just abuse the fuck out of this guy with my Lady Herta team. Lady Herta, Sparkle, Jade, ho ho, the usual. There's so few Aglaia E0 champions, like players, you mean? It's like everyone just ran with the narrative whether or not it was true, and it took a life of its own. Yeah, Hoyo games especially are extremely cultish. I mean, gacha players in general aren't the most intelligent of people, but you look at a Hoyo gacha community, especially like the Twitch community or like the terminally online community, and you'll get an idea of just how fucking brain dead some of these people are. You know? Characters tend to change during beta fairly often. And not only that, but right, future content can always make them relevant again. Let's see, attack percent planar. That one looks like ass. Imaginary boost. Speed effect res. Could be useful. He's going with the sentiment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's also another problem that I have with the big gacha community space. Namely, Hoyo plus Wuwo. It's like if you don't pander to the crowd, then you must be a contrarian, that sort of shit. And like, there are definitely CCs out there, like I forget his name, but there's a CC out there who like does nothing but fucking hate on Wuwo all day. Like, that's also unhealthy too, right? It's just that whenever you want to make, like, whenever you want to like justify, when you want to, you know, give justified criticism on a gacha game, the fucking players sometimes won't even let you do that. So it's like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? So-called free thinkers in their natural environment, that sort of shit. That whole fucking meme. What did Tribby wanting? She wanted ER, I believe, right? I'll keep this HP rope just in case. Just in case somebody wants it. Break effect? No. Don't care. Gacha Smack can't even put on a serious face during arguments and only resorts to insulting his viewers whenever somebody disagrees with them. Yeah, that's really the case, then yeah, I fucking hate that sort of behavior. He's just a trend chaser. The more I hear about him, the more that seems to be the case. You want me to, do I want you to link it? Nah, it's good. I can look it up on my own if I ever want to lose a couple more brain cells than I need. Context was that the context was like who's the strongest and the cheapest free-to-play DPS. Oh, here's an HP planar. Too bad it doesn't have any actual crit stats though. I'll keep it just for now, just in case, just to give my Tribby at least something to work with. Oh, this is the other fucking ornament set. This one is increases speed when wear speed is 135, 180 or higher. Wear and the outgoing healing. Okay, this definitely means that we're gonna get a remembrance healer at some point. I think even my Twitch chat even mentioned as such. If that's the case, then I don't know why a healer would want an elemental damage bonus. So fuck that shit. Why 16 hours again? Oh, that's easy, Kenny, because I don't know when to shut the fuck up. That's the reason why. I suck at live reacting because I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on and on and on. It's even worse because it's FGO that I'm talking about, so I have a lot of strong opinions about FGO. So I apologize ahead of time. You don't have to watch that. You don't have to watch the entire thing, Kenny. If it's just gonna take too long. I have another video, hopefully that'll come out tomorrow, where it's like a much more concise 20-30 minute video summarizing all of my thoughts, all the most important thoughts on Psyche's FGO review. So you can just wait until tomorrow until that video comes out. Just watch that one instead, just to save you some time. Only watch it if you just like listen to me like fucking yap all day. Like if you don't mind listening to me fucking ramble on about gacha games, then sure, why not? Ooh, well this is on the wrong fucking set. Fuck you. I'll still keep it anyway, though. Lightning damage boost. Yeah, if it's max HP, then it's like, doesn't have any crit stats either, so nope. Hey, Brain Trash, welcome back, man. How you doing? All that you catch from Gacha Max vibe is that he tried so hard to paint his narrative slash persona of him being the only vocal CC, the savior of gacha players. Ha! What a fucking joke. As I like to call people like him, he's a fucking false prophet. And hey, what's a prophet to a god, right? Fucking dipshit. It seems like hatred sells a lot these days. Hey, maybe I can sell my hatred of the current gacha content creation scene. Didn't I just get an ornament exactly like this? What the fuck? Did I just get deja vu here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. What the fuck is that? Anybody who gets recognized and brought up by Techie always seems to go sour or pump out the same trash reaction clickbait. The one exception I would have to say is Genizod. Genizod does it so far has not succumbed to the trash gacha tuber route. Like, he actually plays gacha games. He's playing through what, Limbus Company right now, I think. So at least that deserves some praise. Imagine a content creator like Gacha Smack playing something like Limbus Company. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, it's unfortunate, Bubba, that a lot of people that Techie brings up do turn out that way, but it's not everybody, to be fair. Let's see. This one is HP. This one might be okay, but then again, if this is a support set, then you'd rather have... I guess you'd rather have ER in this, I think, so, eh. This one is HP, so yeah, I don't want this either. Saw a post on Instagram the other day that gacha games are mostly players who have autism and ADHD. I mean, to be honest with you, they're not exactly wrong. Actually, not... Autism is accurate, but not ADHD. ADHD people wouldn't be able to play gacha games for longer than like 3 days in a row. But autistic, yes, that I agree with. Another thing you find super weird is that content creators are having infights while having the exact same opinion and doing the exact same content. So weird. It's a very cult of personality thing. Everybody it seems like everyone else wants to like be known as that guy, as the guy of gacha. Too bad I exist. This is defense. This is a planar, right? What the? I don't know why we would have a defense scaling HP healing character. We might, but not for now. This is attack percent. Yeah, the substats are okay, but yeah, MTash transitioned to PoE, I think. And all I have to say is a good fucking riddance. That's what's funny. Content creators underestimated how many casual players out there who don't care about this power creep jump. Oh yeah, of course, there are always going to be casual players who don't give a fuck about the hardcore side of gacha games, of course. But there are on the exact same side of the on the other side of the coin, I should say. There are some casuals who are interested, right? I mean, Mr. Pokey's brought up examples of people like that himself, right? In his video, in his power creep video, like a dude who's very clearly a casual player trying to act like he knows some shit about endgame. I mean, those people still exist. Might listen to it while just drinking for fun. It's been a long week, and you're just playing. Monster Hunter Wilds. You're gonna watch the Mara video later. All right, Kenny, enjoy, man, and enjoy the rest of your night. And hey, Ivan, welcome back. How you doing? You're autistic, and you also play gachas more than other types of games. Yeah, like I'm assuming if you're autistic, you tend to hyper focus on stuff. Right? And yeah, that's exactly what I do too. Like, gacha games want you to, they're designed for you to be able to hyperfixate on them to begin with, so yeah. It's perfectly natural for autistic monkeys such as myself to like hyperfixate on gacha games. Like, that's, in my opinion, that's a very normal thing to do. On gacha games specifically. Let's see, attack percent. I'll keep this one just because we do have attack scaling healers out there, so. Quantum damage boost. Do I want this? If this had like double HP, then maybe, but it also has speed, so yeah. I'll keep it just for now, in case we get another quantum damage dealing character who might want that. What else is there to do in this dead-ass genre other than drama stuff? There's plenty of things. It's just that you don't really see them pop up because the drama, the gacha content creation meta is just to farm drama 24/7 and make yourself sound like a fucking asshole. But no, there are other ways to create gacha content. It's just that most people are woefully incompetent in knowing how to do that. Or like if you're a streamer, at the very least, you can just kick back and chill and just have a good time streaming gacha. You don't have to rely on fucking 24/7 drama. Look at Sweetly, for example. Like you can be a successful gacha content creator without having to resort to fucking drama 24/7. It's definitely harder, but you can do it. So what's the excuse? Other than the excuse of, you know, oh, it's easier to do drama content. This is a rope, so probably not very interested in that. Break effect, yeah, whatever. I'm bugging. Mtash is chill. I don't know how he is personally as like a person in real life. I know he's got a family that he's decided to focus more on, so I respect the decision there. But at least when it comes to gacha, Mtash can go fuck himself. I have no reason to respect Mtash as a fellow gacha content creator. To me, all I see is just another fucking big gacha shill who happened to become popular because he got lucky and rode the fucking initial Genshin popularity wave back in 2020, 2021. And I still think he shouldn't be working on Godforge, by the way. So maybe he's actually a pretty chill person IRL. However, I don't know that. I don't know him personally. All I know about him is what he's done in terms of like gacha content creation, and nothing he's done makes me want to respect him. So, politely, because I know he's a family man, politely, he can go fuck himself. Actually, let's see. Well, yeah, it's fucking E damage, so who fucking cares? Attack percent, yeah, no thanks. Wait for Farina feels like an eternity. Well, she'll be here in like, what, like 2 days or something? So yeah, you don't, fortunately, you don't have much longer to wait. She'll be here before you know it. Godforge, that weird Star Rail knockoff, right? Yeah. I even made a video about it, meanwhile, in case you want to go watch that. Mtash videos helped you out when you were a new Genshin player? Well, clearly they didn't help you enough. Is it against MiHoYo rules to sell accounts? Technically, yes. No gacha game wants you to sell accounts. It's technically against terms of service. People still do it anyway, but you know, make sure you just make sure you don't get caught. Star Rail question is Hanabi plus Planetary Rendezvous gonna be a decent support for Casterus? With Planetary Rendezvous? That's the light cone that if you give it to a Harmony character, that buffs like all the characters on your team who have the same element as the Harmony user, right? Something like that. Maybe? I'd have to look up what Casterus does first, though. Defense percent. HP. This one's... I kind of don't even want to use this. Yeah, fuck that shit. Actually, no. I'll keep it just in case, but... Okay, exit that. And then we go back in, and then we redeem all this shit. Let's see here. Do all this bullshit. You've seen it, it's just been a while. Okay, gotcha. Mtash looking for his Jingliu account was fucking hilarious. What, he had like multiple Star Rail accounts? What the fuck? My role for Draco? Yeah, Ivan, I'm saving everything in FGO at the moment for Draco. Specifically because she's gonna be our rarest 5-star in the game for, you know, quite a while. So yeah, right now I am saving everything specifically for her. Go back to Plano Ornament Extraction. Go back in here. Second question, or question of all time. Is Casterus Mono Quantum possible? I'm assuming it is. I mean, hell, like mono quantum already exists. So, you know, what's so hard about slotting in casters somewhere and improving the mono quantum? Very rare moment where someone reacts to a speed so with EU. Yeah, exactly. Does Planetary Rendezvous work on a memo sprite? That's a good question, actually. I would guess that it does, because the game considers memo sprites to be like their own separate entity. Actually, maybe they're based on, their attack is based on their user or their master. In which case, I think either way, I think Planetary Rendezvous should buff them anyway. So I would just my guess for now, but I would say that yes, Planetary Rendezvous does in fact affect them, but don't take my word for it. Time to fucking get rid of some relics, I guess. Am I getting rain? Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't hear rain, but then again, it's kind of hard to hear rain from where I'm at. Maybe it is, actually. I hear that I think SoCal's been getting quite a bit of rain recently, which is both a good and a bad thing. But let's see, salvage relics. Check my ratings or check my filters. There we go. Back in here we go. We also have new. Oh yeah, that's right, Hannah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I need to go buy that out. Hopefully, I still remember after I'm done farming ornaments. But yeah, thanks for the reminder. Do I have fun streaming Gacha? Yeah, of course, Arrow. Why wouldn't I? Like Gacha game, like I live, breathe, and die Gacha. So yeah, of course, I have fun talking about Gacha. Especially in this environment where I am one of the few knowledgeable content creators when it comes to Gacha in general, and all I see around me are fucking, you know, mental retardation and, you know, and drama farming and just sheer incompetence. Of course I would have fun talking about Gacha. If only just to correct all the dumb shit that people say about Gacha games. So yeah, of course. That shouldn't even be a question. M-Tash help new Genshin players? Well, clearly looking at you, Naruto, you're not a great example of that. If you're the one saying M-Tash quote unquote helped new Genshin players, isn't that basically saying M-Tash did a horrible fucking job? And I'd like to believe that he did, in fact, do a horrible fucking job, given that, you know, you're how they turned out. Let's see, attack percent. This one has speed, actually, so this one's actually okay. Assuming that characters who are even going to use this set even want anything that's not ERR, or that's not ER. Also, get rid of that. Also, Caliente, what's going on? What's going on, man? Thanks so much for the 12-month resub. Welcome back. How's it going? It's going alright. Just chilling this weekend. Dealing with life, but you know, that's what everyone does. He kept switching accounts because itchy fingers basically created account, roll, get unlucky, quit, come back, make another account, and the cycle repeats. Yeah, that sounds like him, alright. That sounds like him. Fucking virgin-ass behavior. Isn't he supposed to be a family man? Why did he act like a fucking virgin? Planetary Rendezvous does say any ally, so you're assuming it applies to the member sprites as well. Yeah, maybe. Let's see, fire damage boost, don't give a fuck. Fucking both fire damage boosts and they're both shit. You can vouch for me. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
有言実行ね思考を広げて夢中になっちゃえ
Hey, Dragon Hub, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? Over on YouTube chat. Nice to meet you all. Hey, nice to meet you too. Hopefully you're enjoying the weekend, my dude. Or the rest of it. There's hella thunder where you are right now. There's like 3 hours or so from LA. Damn. Then yeah, it must be rainstorms going on north of LA or something. Or like wherever it's going on. If only we had those while the fires were still going. It seems that nature has a sick sense of humor. This one actually does have speed, so I'm actually gonna keep this, even though it's not ER. Nice damage boost, yeah, whatever, don't care. Almost forgot to log into FGO. Yeah, you got 12 minutes before daily reset. Or I should say login reset. Okay. Is it just you, or is this APOC a lot easier? Oh, what is it? Is APOC Shadow supposed to reset tomorrow or something? Let's see. Yeah, and it will reset tomorrow in like 5 hours. Or is this APOC a lot easier? I mean, I never considered APOC to be that hard, but you know, that's just me. However, maybe it did get easier. Who knows? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right. I remembered that Hannah told me to check Herta shop. Good thing I remembered. Yay. And yeah, I've been saving up plenty of Herta's bond specifically for this moment. I should have everything else here. Oh hey, look, I can do another multi-roll on Standard Banner. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Ooh, hey, free ticket. Let's see, how close am I to another multi? 4? I think I can actually spend, because I have a lot of Herta bond tickets saved up. And since we just got the new 5-star Remembrance light cone, I don't expect us to get another one anytime soon, so let me just spend a couple more on this, and I don't have anything else to spend on, so here we go. Let's see, wrong banner. This one. Whee! Oh, that's 5-star. Some dipshit light cone or whatever. Cool, nothing. As per usual, thanks, MiHoYo. Oh, the last APOC Shadow was actually pretty roughy. Okay, I see. Yeah, now that I think about it, I can see the Fantilia boss. What the fuck was her name? The Shenzhou boss. Second half of APOC Shadow right now, being a little bit tricky to deal with. Yeah, she might be a little tough. I think first side is okay though. I forgot what was on the first side. Hey, Solo Hero Drax, how's it going, man? The real Gacha God is on. Yes, I am he. I am him. You're trying to understand more games in this genre. Saw that I'm someone who plays a lot of these games. Yes, sir. You came to the right place. I call myself the God of Gacha, and that's not just me being egotistical. No other Western Gacha content creator out here in the space plays as much Gacha as I do. No one. And I'm not even exaggerating. That's a factual statement. So yeah, I have as far as Western content creators go, I have the most amount of the sheer gacha experience out of all of them. So yeah, you came to the right place. Somehow, Sampo is still broken in every single simulated universe or divergent universe ever. Our boy Sampo. You mean our boy? Communist, Soviet Union theme plays, or their national anthem plays. Dun 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 dun. How many gachas do I play again? Exclamation point gachas. Since you're in Twitch chat, but I played 12 different gachas, and I'm not done either. I made a video at the beginning of the year, like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. Yeah, a month and a half ago. Like stating the 5 gacha games that I'm most looking forward to this year, and when they do come out later over the course of the year, I will pick those up because I want to play them. Like, no questions asked. I can actually play even more. There are 2 gacha games, for example, I can name them, Reverse 1999 and Limbus Company, that I'm totally down to play, but only when I make a career out of gacha content creation. So far, I haven't hit that point yet, obviously, but once if I can finally make content creation like a full-time job for myself, then I will 100% pick up Reverse and Limbus Company, and I will add them as main games. that I can promise you. But until then, for now, I main a dozen gachas. Azure Familia might actually beat Genshin in terms of popularity. It has the opportunity to, yes. It has potential. We'll see how it's executed, however. But yes, it has promise, that's for sure. Or maybe not. Even if it doesn't beat Genshin, it certainly has a good shot of like competing with it at least. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. No Toho Gacha. I did used to play Toho Lost Word Freya, if that's how I pronounce your name. However, I just couldn't get into it for whatever reason. It just didn't appeal to me, unfortunately. So I played it for like a month. I want to say back in like 2021 or so. I remember playing it when when the NA server for Lost Word first came out, I think. And I played it for about a month, and I was like, nah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this gacha, so I just dropped it. Yeah, I would have liked to get into it too, because like my name is Tuhu, so like yeah, it makes sense that I would play a Toho gacha, but nah, Lost Word just didn't really. I just didn't vibe with it, so unfortunately I dropped it. FGO stream when? Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Probably my next FGO stream is when Draco drops. Not gonna lie, it's either that or whenever I feel like streaming my my personal raids, my raids, because I'm at the point in story where I'm about to do my raid, so maybe I can just stream that. Maybe, I don't know. So either or. Tuhu, you love MiHoYo, but devs keep messing up their games with stupid decisions. Only game you'll give a pass for is Zenless. You hope they don't mess that up. I'm in the general same boat. I don't want to say that they're messing up per se. I don't want to go that far. I'm just gonna say that I disagree with the decisions that they're making for Genshin and Star Rail for sure. And yes, I also agree that Zenless is by far the best big Hoyo game out there. Like Zenless devs are like doing all the right shit right now, or mostly anyway. And yeah, I also hope that Zenless doesn't go down the same dog shit path that Genshin and Star Rail both eventually did too. However, I do think that it's a little bit much to say that they're making the wrong decisions. Like, it's their game, right? These are their games. They can do whatever they want with them, no matter what we think about them. It's just that, while the devs are free to make whatever decision they like, they need to realize that their decisions have consequences, right? And if we, the players, don't like it, specifically the Chinese players, then yeah, if they don't like it, then, there will be consequences. So. But yeah, solo hero. I'm generally in the same boat, yeah. Definitely a lot of things that I see MiHoYo doing with Genshin and Star Rail, I'm just like, eh. Like, I don't know how much I like this, you know? How long I've been playing gachas for? 7.5 years. I started with, my very first gacha game was FGO NA back in 2017. I started playing that at like around like June 28th or something. Like, I was like a day 3, day 4 player. Day 3, technically. So I started late June of 2017. So yeah, it's been 7.5 years since then. Do I play Tribe 9? No, I have seen gameplay of it, but it didn't really interest me, so I don't plan on like playing it or anything. Gotta say, so far it seems good. Okay, that's good, because I've heard that the Steam reviews, because apparently Tribe 9 is on Steam. I've heard that from the Steam reviews. I've heard that the Steam reviews didn't really like it very much. But hey, if you like it, then that's good. Am I rolling for Brant and Wuwa or waifu only? No, I'm not a waifu only superior. I don't believe in waifu superiority. Like, obviously, I prefer waifus, but like, I'm not like some fucking idiots who like refuse to roll characters of the other gender. I think that's pretty fucking cringe. So no, I will be rolling for Brant, or at least I'll try. My problem is that I don't have a lot of gacha currency right now, because Phoebe took everything from me, but still. I'll try for him anyway, regardless. Because I hear he's going to be our best Chun-Li buffer. And Chun-Li, on the other hand, is my favorite character in the game. So it's like, hey, somebody who's our best, who's the best in slot support for my Chun-Li, my favorite Wuwa waifu, sign me up. So yeah, of course I'll be rolling for him. You can call me Kazuma from fucking what's his anime called again? Konosuba, because I too believe in gender equality. So yeah, I'll be rolling for Brand, or at least I'll try. Helps you on your content too. Yeah, no problem, man. Whatever I can do. You started with Brave Frontier, shame it ended service about 2 years ago. Yeah, I think I heard about Brave Frontier EOSing. Yeah, was Brave Frontier? No, I think I'm thinking of Dragalia Lost, because Dragalia Lost was the Nintendo gacha, right? And that one EOS 2, I believe. Yeah, unfortunately. FGO was your first gacha too? Yeah, Ethereal. I think I remember you mentioning that before. Yeah, you know me and Rex, because Rex started off as an FGO content creator before moving over to PGR, yeah. Some dudes in gacha games are super cool. Yeah, for sure, man. Dudes can be super fucking awesome in gacha games. I mean, not just can, they are. Right? Like, if you're the type of gacha player, like, I don't even know if I should even call this a hot take, but hot take, if you're the sort of gacha player out there who fucking, like, is a waifu only, right, or a husbanda only gacha player, and of course, obviously it can go both ways, especially these days, why even bother, at that point, why even bother playing a gacha that has both genders then? Like, there are plenty of other gacha games out there, especially these days, Love and Deep Space, maybe? That only have characters of one particular gender. If playing a gacha game that has, both guys and girls in it fucking bothers you that much, don't fucking play these games. We don't need your dog shit opinions here. Like, go fuck yourself. Right? Just go play Azure Lane and fucking Love and Deep Space or some shit like that. Like, goddamn, is it that hard to do? Holy fuck. Yeah, or like Nikke or something, right? Yeah, because Nikke, all the playable characters are all girls. Yeah, there are just straight up gachas out there where you can only play characters who are of one gender or the other and never both. It's like, you have options. Just go play them. Fuck you wasting your time for just bitching about how you're not gonna roll characters of one gender. Like, if it's like a personal thing, you don't make a big deal about it, that's fine, that's one thing. But like, I'm mainly talking about the people who like bitch about it and make a whole, throw like a fucking tantrum like they're a fucking 3-year-old on fucking Twitter or something. They're the people who are fucking annoying and should shut the fuck up. Christ, go fuck yourself. All your favorite gachas EOS. Oh, fuck, man. Sorry to hear that. Like, luckily for me, almost every gacha that I've ever played has not EOS'd yet. And I'm not too sure how I got that lucky. The one gacha game that did EOS, I dropped well before it even did EOS, and that was Magia Record. But like, all the other gacha games that I currently play, hell, even the gacha games that I used to play, they're still running actually, which is amazing. So yeah, I must have gotten very lucky just picking all the gachas that happen to be, you know, that happen to avoid the fate of end of service, I suppose. Those gachas sound pretty limiting. I mean, you can think of it as such, yeah. In the sense that, like, you know, obviously if you can't create, if you're restricted to just one gender, then yeah, character design potential can also be restricted at the same time too, but it's just a matter of perspective, I suppose. Because, like, again, if you're the type of gacha player to prefer, like, gachas having only one gender or the other, obviously you're not going to see it that way. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. To completely despise the other gender, yeah, I don't really get that myself. I think both guys and girls are pretty cool, actually. To this day, I'm still waiting for FGO, for example, to start giving us swimsuit guy characters instead of the usual swimsuit girl characters we've been getting for the past fucking 10 years. One day, FGO will finally evolve and finally drop us a unique swimsuit boy banner too. One day, one of these days. When will that be? I have no fucking idea, but hopefully one day. Hopefully. Speaking of Konosuba, the gacha game for it recently shut down. Oh boy. Oh, gee, I wonder why. Who's their publisher again? Nexon? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's proven they can make really cool male characters. I mean, any good gacha dev can make really cool and interesting male characters. Every gacha game that has both genders, you know, can they all of them have really cool male characters. Like, I can go down the list and name a couple of my favorite dudes in my gacha games that have both genders. Today you learned about the hentai gachas, and you thought Azure Lane and Snowbreak were spicy. Well, yeah, obviously, because they're straight up in porn territory. Yeah, of course. But yeah, H gachas do in fact exist. You're just never really gonna see like huge advertising for them because they are like straight up adult content. But yeah, they certainly exist. If you look hard enough, they're out there. You can play them. FGO can't stave off EOS forever, but it can do it for a while is the problem. Unfortunately. Oh, actually, for the Konosuba gacha game, Nexon actually did a good job who communicated with the player base. Well, what color me surprised then? Shit, I guess credit where credit is due then. Give the devil their due. Then yeah, I'll take your word for it, Seleno, if that's how I pronounce your name. I'll take your word for it then. If Nexon actually did a good job, or at least a decent job, and they weren't fucking asshats running the Konosuba gacha, then yeah, I guess credit where credit is due. But yeah, the fact that they sold off the Konosuba game to another publisher, that doesn't surprise me. Nexon does that a lot. They did that with my with my other Nexon game that I played a bunch of, Combat Arms, back in the day. Yeah, as soon as Nexon higher ups think that, oh, this game isn't really bringing them much profits anymore, yeah, they like to sell off their IPs. And yeah, whatever happens to them afterwards is kind of like, you know, kind of a toss-up. So, sorry to hear that. That the Konosuba gacha game only got bad after Nexon let go of them, but I suppose that's what happens sometimes. Isn't that the case if you look at the clear ratio in mixed gender games? Well, what do you mean, Jay? Well, what do you mean by that? I forgot the context for your statement. You play PGR and there's this issue where the self-proclaimed female commander complained about the male-female ratio and bringing the classic incel dev insult to Kuro game. You're saying that there are certain players who bitch about the male-female ratio in PGR. I mean, I think that's like a common complaint in like the Zenless Zone Zero community, right? Because people are constantly like there are like some players who are like constantly on Twitter asking Hoyo like, oh, when's our next S rank guy, right? S rank male character. Or something like that. Hey, Leonhart, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. You think cosplayers are cringe? I don't know where that came from, but I think you're cringe for thinking that they're cringe. Leave the cosplayers alone, man. They're just doing what they like. I think cosplayers are pretty fucking cool, actually. So, you can go fuck yourself, Ian. Also, who asked? Isn't that just common sense for gacha? I mean, like, devs never even promised about 1-to-1 ratio and genders. Yeah, I think that it's a little silly. Like, I get why people are, like, there are people out there who, like, bitch about, like, the male to female gender ratio, right? Because it's not like there's anything written down in like there's nothing that it's not like the devs promised their players like, oh, we want to deliver a 1-to-1 ratio for guys and playable guys and girls. Like no dev ever does that outside of like, again, the single gender gacha games where you can only play waifus and you can only play husbandos, right? Yeah, I think it's a little silly. But at the same time, I still kind of get where those people are coming from. I do think that in an ideal mixed gender gacha game, you should at least try to release as many guys as you do girls, or vice versa. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to the developers because they're the ones who make the game. Like, I think that it would be nice if Zenless, for example, started adding more guy characters, but I'm not going to be fucking militant about it like some people seem to be. Like, and in a hypothetical scenario where one of my mixed gender gacha games decides, hey, for whatever reason, they want to put in a whole bunch of a whole bunch of new playable guys in the game. It's like, yeah, I'll be like, there's not a lot of waifus coming out, but it's not something I'm gonna fucking bitch about, because I know eventually they're gonna go back to making waifus again too. And hey, even if they don't, even they just keep putting out guys for a while, I still got my other waifus from before. It's not like they're suddenly gonna fucking disappear. So I'll just be happy with them until, they do eventually go back to releasing waifus again. You just pull characters that you like. Yeah, that's how it should be. Which upcoming gacha am I most excited about? Enfield. You can go watch my top 5 most anticipated gacha games of 2025, Ivan. But yeah, Enfield is my most anticipated upcoming gacha. The other 4 are Azure Promelia, NTE, Ananta, and Magia Record, etc. But Enfield is definitely the gacha that I'm most looking forward to. A big part of the problem in Konosuba was that the collabs were a big part of the appeal. We got stuff like Shield Hero, ReZero, etc. So once everyone was looking forward to, one everyone was looking forward to via Clairvoyance was the Railgun collab. New publisher came in 3 months before. Everyone asked if the collab was still going. They didn't say anything. 2 months, 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 week. Expect date passed, and nothing. Okay. Then yeah, whoever that new publisher is completely fucking incompetent. Hey, don't mind me. Hey, I figured I'd just ask, but did Nexon sell Konosuba to Crunchyroll? That sounds like a Crunchyroll thing to do. Alright, KDMC, take care, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The biggest whales and consistent #1 ranking arena players very publicly dropped the game, and so did a ton of others. Yeah, and I'm not surprised, yeah. If there's absolutely if a gacha game goes from like having actual decent service and developer communication to just literally nothing, then yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Yeah, whoever the new publisher is for the Konosuba gacha, they can go fuck themselves. They can go burn in hell. Yeah, somehow Nexon actually did really well. Yeah, apparently, from what you're telling me, yeah. As weird as that is to consider, given that I always see Nexon as like the fucking enemy of the state when it comes to big Korean publishers. It was the new publisher is somebody called Sesisoft. What kind of a fucking name is that? Who mostly did like Deep Space and like dress-up games before. Okay. I guess I suppose they're too busy focusing on what Love and Deep Space, I guess. Am I playing all my gachas daily? Yes, Freya. Like when I say I main 12 different gacha games, I fucking mean it. I keep up with all their content. I do all their dailies day in, day out. I don't miss a day. I mean, there might be times when I might forget about one of my gachas, and I just forget to log in. It just kind of slips my mind. That's happened before. But I do my best to keep up with everything. Like, that's part of the reason why I call myself the Gacha God, because nobody else out here in this content creation space manages and keeps up with as many gacha games as I do. No one. While we're yapping, allow me to switch over to Genshin real quick, because I do need to finish up the that one Genshin event, and I think I started Mizuki's story quest, and so I kind of want to finish that today, because about the time limit to get the extra, the time limited or the time gated Freemo gems is gonna come up soon. So I'm going to switch over to Genshin if y'all don't mind. Gotta pull it up first though. Go get that done. Ow, fuck. Got any recommendations for creators on Azure Lane? You've been in the wiki and learned a bit, but you've hit a slump. I know you know that I play, but I never post anything on it. Yeah, I don't really post Azure Lane content. However, I do know a couple of Azure Lane CCs. One of them is named Kimo Cheese. Oh, also Vin Spirit. Thanks so much for the 14-month resub, man. Welcome back. Heard anything new about Azure Promelia? No, not yet. They've been radio silent for the past year. I'm expecting them to release more news sometime this year, but who knows when they will. I'm just waiting patiently. So hopefully Vin Spirit, but not yet so far. Anyways, back to Kobe-senpai. I can recommend Kimo Cheese, K-I-M-O Cheese, C-H-E-E-S-E. He does Azure Lane content regularly. He's one of the ones that I know. And then the other channel that I've seen recently, more recently, is a channel that calls themselves like literally Azure Lane Meta. Like that's their channel name. So I assume they do content on Azure Lane. I should have probably checked their content before recommending them to you. But I mean, given their name, I would imagine they put out guides for Azure Lane, so you can check them out. Okay, let me switch over to Genshin. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Azure Lane Meta is pretty good. Okay, then yeah, I got somebody in my Twitch chat who can vouch for them, yeah. So apparently they put out some good stuff. Oh yeah, Just 3C also does Azure Lane content too, yeah. I know Kimochi's still does. He put out a couple of videos on the most recent event just the other day. I don't remember if Just 3C still does, however. That I'm not too sure about. He might have moved on, I don't know. But Kimochi's and Azure Lane Meta should still be doing Azure Lane content. So yeah, check them out. Have I played Nikke since day one? If yes, any chance you see me playing it? I actually did some gacha rolls in Nikke just the other day. I don't usually stream it because Nikke is usually just like dailies, basically. The only time that I can see people like realistically streaming it is if they're reading through the event story or like the main story, or if they're like grinding like if they're trying to grind min-max runs on like union raids or solo raids or something, and I don't really care to do that much of that. But you know, on occasion you can catch me doing like a roll stream for a pull stream for Nikke, and I did that just the other day actually for all of our new Evangelion characters. 2 separate streams actually. I think the last one was on Friday, I believe. Either Friday or yesterday. I think Friday, yeah. Oh yeah, and as for have I been playing Nikke since day one? Yes, I'm a day one Nikke player. I didn't play like the beta. I know that some players were beta players. I didn't get into the beta naturally, but I picked it up since day one. So I am a legitimate day one player for Nikke. I mean, I can pull up Nikke right now just to flex my account, I guess, because you know, might as well, since you asked. Gonna take a couple minutes because the fucking PC client for Nikke always takes like 1,000 years to load up for some reason. But I can, in fact, show you. He mostly plays Blue Archive now. Ah, okay, gotcha. He must have moved on then. You remember him saying Azure Lane is dead to him? I wonder what got to him. I wonder what got to his ass. Yeah. It's quite common for... Also, Yindigo, thanks for hanging out, man. Catch you next time in case you're still here somehow. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. But yeah, it's quite common to see, like legacy content creators for certain gacha games just like one day they just snap. They just have enough and they just throw their hands up and be like, all right, I'm gone. And they just leave. Never to come back. It happens pretty often. Like, Rexlent was the same way, too. He was a big FGO whale, and then just one day he was like, nah, like, I've had it with this fucking dumbass fucking community, and he just left. He just left FGO, just quit FGO cold turkey right then and there, and he just migrated over to PGR. And now he's the friend of the devs. So, honestly, W move. Gotta take a look at your Malwika. I don't want to, but sure, Naruto. Toss me your UID before I get impatient. Am I doing an Azure Lane skin showcase Nikke edition? Keck. That's some crazy luck, I know, right? Yeah, the 3 copies of the new Italian the pasta boat you are, and 30 pulls. Shit, man. But yeah, let me pull up my Nikkei account for Freya in my Twitch chat. So yeah, there you go. I wonder if there's a way for me to show you my account level. Maybe I can't show you that, but I can show you my my character level, which is 470. My synchro device level is at 470. And this is what my account looks like. Yeah. Like, I take Nikkei pretty seriously. I don't consider myself like a hardcore, like, you know, a top rank grinder. I don't bother with that because I still don't, I'm not whale enough to do that. However, I do want to put in as much, I do want to make my characters as best they can be, and I do try making, like, like raid-specific teams. Right now, my progress is that I want to get my Helm to max skill at the moment. And she's almost there. She's like 898. The reason why is because I gave her favorite item recently. I think she got it recently, actually. And apparently she's a much better character now with her favorite item. And so I wanna invest into her as much as I can. So once I'm done with her, then I'm gonna focus on the two new our two new Evangelion characters, obviously Asuka 2 and then Rei 2, because I believe they're two of our best, if not the two best, win DPSs in the game, aside from maybe an extremely invested Black Shadow, an extremely invested Scarlet. And I want to say my Scarlet's pretty good. She's triple limit broken, or she's 3-star. She's got max overload gear. All of her stats are at least good or okay. Technically, I think they could be better. Maybe she could use like a max ammo increase somewhere. I could probably try rerolling this one, like maybe get rid of either crit rate or crit damage and see if it rerolls into what is it? A single max ammo or something. Assuming she even needs it. She might want like one max ammo increase. But yeah, that would be nice. That and I don't think she really needs crit rate, crit damage. Like those are nice, obviously, but I think she would like obviously attack percent. Everybody wants attack percent. And E damage more, I believe. E damage. She wants 1 charge speed increase, I think. I think this is good enough from what I read, or from what I looked up. But yeah, almost every other one of her pieces of gear has attack percent E damage, attack percent E damage, attack percent E damage. This one's the only one that doesn't have E damage. So maybe I can improve this, but for now, you know, that's what she's got to work with. Based on this lobby, yeah. I've got these characters in my lobby. Actually, I did change, upon somebody in Twitch chat's request, I did change my Red Hood lobby over to the over to 2B's just so that we could stare at her ass all day. But if it's not for 2B, I would have Red Hood there in her outfit, in her party dress. I have Summer Anise. I have Naga in her gacha skin. I have Noir in her base skin because she's fucking hot and her tits are fucking huge as fuck. And I have Helm's lobby, her favorite item lobby thing. I think I had it on her her gacha skin lobby thingy before, but I changed it over to the favorite item thing for now. What is this game? This game's called Nikkei, Goddess of Victory. You might have actually heard of it sometimes, at times, because people like to meme this game. But this game is called Nikkei, Goddess of Victory. I would recommend it. If you have room for another gacha game, and you're into like big bouncy jiggling fucking ass or titties, then yeah, give this game a try. You need a lot more E damage. Maybe my individual values on E damage are not very high. I know I know that E damage is actually a lot higher than this, or it can go higher than this. I forget what it caps out at though, like 29%. I don't think it goes over 30% though. 20% there, 20% there, 23% there. Yeah. I could use another E damage here, but it's not exactly top priority for me right now. But yeah, I wanted to improve my... I want to invest into Asuka 2, and then, who else? Raid 2. Because they work together, apparently. My problem is that I haven't been getting abnormal gear for a long time, so I don't even have a spare abnormal helmet or abnormal boots to give to my Raid 2 anymore. So that fucking blows dick. We got Star Rail 3.3 leaks already. Damn, people are going crazy with the leaks, huh? Is that the game's main music? No, this is the Genshin music, dude. You want to hear Nikkei's music? I can crank it up for you. Let me just go mute Genshin's music first real quick. The fuck? Should you do nothing but ask Genshin questions, fucking dude. Should you not be able to recognize Genshin music? What the fuck is wrong with you? This is this game's music. Or at least part of it. You prefer not to have jiggling butts and titties while you play games? Oh, no, that's fair. I respect your opinion. Then yeah, then unfortunately, then this game probably isn't for you then, because it's like half this game's appeal. Have I seen the way A2 looks in the Automata anime? No, unfortunately I have not. You usually mute Genshin? Oh. Classic Genshin tourist, I assume. Maybe you should turn on the music for Genshin at some time, Naruto. Genshin does actually have some decent music. You should listen to it sometime. Given that all you talk about is Genshin, or at least most of what you talk about in my chat is Genshin. Hey Majin, how's it going, man, over on YouTube chat? But anyways, yeah, Freya. Hopefully you get the idea. I played Nikke since day one, and so yeah, this is what my account looks like. I'm actually go so far as to say, Freya, that as far as like as far as gacha content creators go who don't main Nikke, I probably have the best account out of all of them. Like, I know, for example, I know Genazod plays Nikke at least on a somewhat regular basis. I don't know if he considers Nikke to be one of his main gachas. I know he mains Wuwa most of the time. He's been playing a lot of Limbus Company recently. But I think he's always been into Nikke. I just don't know how much he plays it, though. But I consider Nikke to be one of Genazod's main gacha games, and I have a better account than he does. I believe the last time I checked, his characters haven't even broken level 300 yet, so... But yeah, even though I don't stream a lot of it, I do keep up with Nikke quite religiously. And so, yeah. Ironically, I'm actually one of the best content creators when it comes to Nikke outside of, like, the true Nikke mains. Like, I don't know, SkyJLV. I know there's a couple of other like, VTubers who like, main Nikke as their main gacha game. I think one of their names starts with a Y, I think. Yaseni or something like that. So I assume that they have better accounts than I do. But, like, outside of those, like, true Nikke mains, yeah. I actually have one of the best Nikke accounts for gacha CCs who, like, don't main Nikke, but, like, play it on the side, perhaps. Well, technically I do main Nikke, but, you know, I don't make a point out of it. Genshin's music is so soft you don't even notice it most of the time. Really? The reason why I like Genshin's music more than Wua's, for example, is that I can actually fucking hear it. Like, Wua's soundtrack, you can barely hear most of the time. Like, that's one of the things that I don't like about Wua, actually. The fact that their volume mixing does not let you hear their music a lot of the time. Whereas with Genshin, Genshin mixes their volume levels so that the music is very clear and crisp. Right? You don't have to adjust volume settings to be able to listen to it. You just hear it. And yeah, most of Genshin's music is quite nice. Like a lot of their early game soundtracks, like the Mondstadt soundtracks and especially some of the Liyue soundtracks. There's one Liyue soundtrack that is still to this day my absolute favorite soundtrack from Genshin. It's the one that plays when you go visit the not Golden Archipelago, the Guyun Stone Forest, I think. That's my absolute favorite soundtrack in the game. Brings back a lot of nostalgic memories for me personally. And yeah, that's always been the same throughout Genshin. So surprised that I'm just a little surprised to hear somebody say that like Genshin's music is really soft, so you don't hear it most of the time. Because that's the problem that I have with Wuthering Waves, actually. Wuwa has a soundtrack, I know, right? Tell me about it. Just notice how long or how big Noir's hair is. Yeah, her hair is fucking huge. Goes all the way down to her fucking like knees or some shit. Anyways, let me switch back over to Genshin. Mute Nikke real quick. Okay, I'll keep Nikke in the background, up in the background actually. Okay, let me go get the event done. When a character receives healing, attack increased by 100% for 8 seconds. Okay. Cool story. Sit lolly Mawika. Cool story. Like, how can you not hear the Sumoto battle theme? Bro, even the, what is it? Why can't I not scroll my map? The soundtrack that plays down in Port Ormos is like one of the best bangers in the entire game. Like, the soundtrack that plays down here is amazing, bro. I fucking love that shit. In like 99% of games, you have the music turned down to like 40%. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. To me, I think you're missing out. I think, in my opinion, soundtracks are like a big part of the game. So if you can't hear the music, then unfortunately, in my opinion, you're missing out on a lot of the experience. But if you don't care about it personally, then that's on you. But normally in games, it tries too hard, in your opinion? Like, what do you define as trying too hard? Like, in my opinion, games should have soundtracks that go out of their way to, like, be bangers or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, reading that, at least for me. I'm not trying to, like roast you or anything. I'm sure these are just, like, you know, opinion differences. But still, it's like, I'm the kind of guy, like I've probably implied so far, I'm the kind of guy who really values music in games, whether they be gacha or just normal games. So it's like seeing somebody like say like, oh, they don't really care about the music is like it's a little off-putting to me. But hey, if that's how you like playing games, then there's not really anything I can say about it. You know? Everybody plays games their own way. Is Star Rail cooked? Maybe not yet, but the players certainly are. Star Rail content creators and players are certainly cooked. Most of them are fucking retarded. you don't play Genshin anymore, but is this event not doable without Maoika? You've heard people complain about the name card thingy. Here's the thing. In my opinion, no. That is not the case. Maoika is the easiest way to get it done, but is she mandatory? That I'm not too sure about. And even if it turns out that, yeah, you do need Maoika in order to get the name card, well, first of all, it's just a fucking name card. Who the fuck cares? Like, let me back out of this real quick. Just to fucking show you. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't want to click on try again. I think I need to click on select stage. So, leave domain, and then select stage. Yeah, there we go. Here's the thing. The only 2 floors that reward you with Primo Gems, you know, the important resource that everybody wants, you only need to clear floor 9. That is super easy. It's only if you want to clear floor, if you want the name card, this fucking thing. I mean, I have to go back out all the way to the fucking menu. Here we go. If you want the name card, you have to go to here. Yeah, this is the name card that they're talking about. In order to get it, you have to hit a total of like 100 floors across all 5 stages. Right now, I'm at 63 because, as you can see right here, I was able to clear floor 21, 22, and then 20. Hence, 63. So now I just gotta complete these 2 in order to get the name card. You do not have to get the name card. It's just a fucking name card. So the argument should just stop right there. Right, about people bitching about how you need Maoika to get a name card. Well, first of all, buddy, it's a fucking name card. Who fucking cares? People are gonna fucking forget about this name card in like 2 weeks. Even less than that, I would imagine. Like, this whole, like, oh, we have to get the name card is so fucking stupid. It's just a fucking name card. That, and I think I pointed out yesterday that if people are so, you know, upset about missing out on a name card, then I'd like to kindly point out that every $20 battle pass in this game has always had a unique name card that is exclusive to the $20 battle pass. So what are you telling me? Are you telling me that all those people bought every single fucking $20 battle pass? I don't think so. And yet, for some reason, this is the event they decide to fucking bitch about, you know, not being able to get a name card? So fucking stupid, man. Fucking retards. What's this game about? What, Genshin? Open world exploration. Mainly. Attractive characters, open world exploration, stuff like that. It's quite fun. At least, I find it enjoyable. Just another FOMO player issue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just Genshin players being fucking stupid again. Thoughts on this event? Zajev says it's a shit event, mostly because of the 30-second timer. I don't quite like the timer too, but like from an accessibility perspective, like I don't really see that much of a problem with this event. Like, yes, sure, I do think that it's kind of shitty that a name card, like there's an exclusive item that, like, in order to have the best shot at getting it, you basically have to run Maoika by the looks of it. But at the same time, it's a fucking nameplate. It's a fucking name card. Who fucking cares? I certainly don't, and you shouldn't either. And yeah, if Zajev can't hit floor 25, I usually respect Zajev and what he says about Genshin, but if you can't hit floor 25, then whatever, skill issue, buddy. Maybe you should roll more on Genshin Impact, maybe. Like, I don't know what he's complaining about. He's probably in a better position than most of his viewers, because he can at least get the name card, or the nameplate, whatever. So what is he bitching about? Just walking around the world hearing the same music over and over, it just isn't your thing. I guess it's not. It is mine, though. I enjoy having some good-ass music playing in the background. Otherwise, to me, that's just boring. Or maybe it's not boring in and of itself, but music certainly enhances my experience. And hey, I don't mind listening to the same shit over and over again as long as they're bangers. I mean, sure, maybe after like hours it can get kind of tiring, but like, you know, just running around in the overworld as you're doing dailies and stuff. It's like, yeah, why not? So, yeah, I guess that's just your preference, but unfortunately, I'd have to disagree. Complain about not reaching floor 25? That's insane. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like, what? Like, I get that Zajeff plays Genshin as his main game, so it might be like a pride issue for him. Like, I totally understand where he's coming from, right? Considering I kind of feel the same way about FGO at times. But like, even still, it's like you gotta take a step back and think about, put in perspective. Like, most of his viewers are never gonna see the nameplate, if I were to guess. Or actually, maybe a lot of them will. I mean, he has, after all, he has fostered a sort of like a hardcore, not even sort of, he has fostered a more hardcore viewer base on his stream. Of course, he's the TC guy, so of course he would. But it's like, even still, man, you gotta consider that there are a lot of people out there who will never get the nameplate. So you getting it already puts you in a much better spot than all the rest of the Genshin player base. So yeah, bitching about not reaching floor 25, like, come on, man. Like, come on, Zajeff. You're better than that. Jeez. Casters will have a pull animation video. You mean like her own like unique summoning animation, maybe? If that's the case, then yeah, cool. That's good. That's cool. I don't see anything wrong with that. People will complain about, you know, gacha animation power creep, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I had no idea people were making a big deal out of this card. Apparently, it's a big deal. I don't see it as such, though. And neither should you, but yeah, apparently the fucking subreddit is like is setting itself on fire over this. Yeah, who gives a fuck about Reddit? Yeah, good question. Not to mention hitting floor 25 is pretty hard anyway, even with like a really like roided out whale account. Yeah, maybe. I certainly found the enemies once you hit like floor 20 plus to be pretty tough. Yeah. Classic Hoya versus brain dead fandoms and their excessive use of the word must have. I'd say that it is like, you know, the devs themselves aren't exactly blameless. I do think that it is kind of scummy to gate like an exclusive item behind like a certain progress or a certain like achievement, right? That heavily incentivizes you to use like, you know, certain characters. Also, I will say, to be fair, let me leave this domain again. To be fair, I will say, in defense of the subreddit, the Genshin subreddit, for whatever reason, in this event, they don't give you access to any trial characters. This is really weird, because in most of our combat events, in fact, all of our combat events, I would think, they at least give you access to trial characters. But for whatever reason, in this event, we don't get any. Right? I would kind of expect them to give you access to at least a trial Malwika, a trial Sitlali or something like that, but no, they don't give us any of this. I think that the drama on the subreddit would be mostly mitigated if they gave everybody access to like a trial Malwika, a trial Sitlali, a trial Zielanen, something like that. But yeah, to be fair, to their credit, the subredditors' credit, we don't have any trial characters, and I find that really odd for some reason. So yeah, I at least kind of see where they're coming from with this. Yeah, that's certainly very weird. I don't agree with that either. But yeah, overall, I still stand by my statement that I think it's fucking stupid bitching over a fucking name card. Execution. Yeah, for sure, Zivosu. Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah. the way that the way that the stages are handled is not exactly ideal either. Yeah, moving from like one wave to another can be very, very weird. Yeah. Oh, oops. Forgot my buttons for a second. Ow.
さあ働きなさいストラリーいつか
Oh, they're all dead. Did Bennett even hit an enemy with his skill? I don't even think so. Fuck you.
手加減なしよ口封じは任せたからねこの天下で裁く
You're friends with an epic whale in Genshin, multiple C6 R5s, and he still couldn't even hit what is it? Floor 25 on a regular basis? I guess so, yeah. That's certainly unfortunate.
さあ働きなさい悪用の力を聞け太陽の炎を スイッチにめよ契約を果たせ口封じはも石煙に葬られよ あなたも一緒に踊りたいのどよめく進学燃えろみんなは俺が待つ手加減なしよ悪用の力を思い知りなさいこの天下で裁く
Straight to floor 19, huh?
無知でやばよし出発だ失礼やめくらえ
Oh, got Zero's ult just in time.
みんながそばにいてくれるわさあ働きなさい口封じは任せて石煙に葬られよ楽しい時間はいつも短い
Ooh, not quite in time. Guess we're gonna have to do all that over again. So we'll try that again. Devs are at fault too, but the main problem nowadays is that people don't even know the true meaning of must-have, like must-have E1, must-have S1. When in reality it's still that doable. Yeah, because that's not interesting from a content perspective. It's better for content creators to start bitching and moaning and throwing retarded autistic fits about how, oh, these characters can't function if they can't do this or if they don't have this, when in reality, as opposed to being like, oh, but they actually can, right? It's the farm drama, basically. That's all it is. That, and one of the unfortunate things about Hoyo community, specifically Genshin and Star Rail. This doesn't really apply as much as Zenless, thankfully, not yet anyway. But with Genshin and Star Rail, they have always traditionally had player bases that like fucking min-max everything, or at least they have a disproportionate amount of players who like obsess over min-maxing everything. And content creators come in and capitalize on their fucking min-maxing. That's what you're seeing. Speaking of combat and Genshin, thoughts on theater? You want people to you get that people want it to be hard, but not having full control over who we can pick and having to use jank characters. You don't want it harder. You almost have to restart because the last boss was Suani used cryo characters and had to rewind to get them back. Basically, you don't want Abyss difficulty in theater unless changes are made. Well, technically speaking, Abyss or theater isn't as hard as Abyss. Let me just tell you that straight up. Unfortunately, Size, it's kind of hard for me to sympathize with you here in this case because the way I see it, if you know how theater works, then you will know to intentionally use like weird teams or like teams that teams with characters that you know you can afford using in the early stages and save all your best characters for later. That's what I learned going through theater over the past year. What I do these days in theater is when I start, I pick out all the characters right at the character select screen, and then once I get into it, I just spam all of the pick random character thingy, right? I just pick all of them. I say fuck the buffs, at least until I get all my characters, and just get every single character possible. That way, even though technically it's RNG, eventually you will get enough of them to the point where yeah, you should get most of the stronger characters that you selected for that theater. And for like the first 5 levels of theater, just use your weaker characters. Use the characters who you know you're not really going to use towards the later fights, and just clear the earlier stages with those. Because the early stages are all really easy, or at least they should be. And then you just save your better characters for every like boss fight, and especially the last, like, you know, 4 or 5 theater fights. That, and it also helps that I have every single character on my Genshin account all leveled up with their own gear sets and whatnot, so that certainly makes it much easier for me. But no, I disagree with you thinking that you didn't say this explicitly, but theater is not as hard as Abyss, at least not in my opinion. The difficulty with Abyss, or not Abyss, theater specifically, is that you have to have a lot of characters leveled up in the first place. You need horizontal investment, as they like to say. In the MiHoYo community, that's what they refer to it as. Horizontal investment, apparently, as opposed to vertical investment. And part of that issue you can blame on MiHoYo because theater is a very new endgame mode compared to Abyss, because we've always had Abyss for like the past 4 years, and theater only just came out last year. And so for the first 3 years of Genshin's life cycle, because you never had to do any like real horizontal investment for the most part, everybody only ever did vertical investment. They only just focused on 2, maybe 3 teams, and just concentrated on those, making those teams better and better and better and better and better. But that's not what you need in the theater. In theater, you need a lot of different characters who are all at least like decently geared, right? They don't need the best stats ever, but you know, they need at least enough to help you go through like the initial, you know, first half of theater, for example. And then once you get to the later half, the second half of theater, then you can start busting out your seriously invested, your vertically invested characters who will help you finish the job. You target your 2-3 teams for bosses because every mobbing floor is just random bullshit go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, most of the the regular mob fights should be pretty simple to deal with. Yeah. I guess the one exception would be like the star bounty stages. Those are actually kind of tough, especially if you don't have the right teams for them. Because if you want to get double star on them, yeah, you have to be really quick about it. But yeah, outside of that, it's like, yeah, every other mobbing stage should be a lot easier to get done. There's been paywalled name cards since the first battle pass, so I don't know what the extra crying about name cards is all about. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mentioned earlier. Yeah. The $20 battle passes have exclusive name cards, so why are people only complaining about name cards now? Also, why did the game not start me off at, what is it? Floor 15. What the fuck is this? Actually, I'm not sure if... I'm sure if Bennett actually would get his ult off this. Hopefully he can. Actually, he does not. Oh, that's great. Guess we're not gonna have Bennett buff for this. No, I guess it didn't really matter. Yeah, this robot was all the way out on the side. Not sure if I can kill her in time. Yeah, not gonna be able to. That's unfortunate. Huh. I have to exit out in order to start from floor 15? That's so fucking retarded. Yeah, this event is definitely not very well set up. A lot of things about this event that annoy me personally. 950k, wow, so good? I'm going to consider that sarcasm. But I appreciate the fact that you think that's impressive. Oh, right. I forgot that this second guy spawns too. Oops. Just use Malwika E to battery Bennett? What, like, can Malwika just like pull out her E just to give Bennett free charge or something? I don't think that, I don't know. I actually didn't know that was a thing, if that is actually right. Maybe she can, I don't know. New mail? What's that? Tap E for... Oh yeah, just single tap, right? Ah, like this. Let's see. Yeah, that's... I think I saw him gain a little bit of energy there. Okay, yeah. Good idea. Thanks for pointing that out. I forgot that Malwika has that tap skill. Hardly ever use it too. So yeah, much better. Yeah, just single tap it and then wait for enemies to spawn. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Thanks for pointing that out. Hopefully this hits both of them. Yeah, it did. Okay, we hit floor 20, I believe. So yeah, all I need to do is just beat this floor and we're good. This is the floor with the Abyss Husk dude, so there's probably gonna be another dude who spawns. Yeah, this guy. It looks like this guy, because he spawns later. I don't think I'm gonna beat this guy in time. That's okay. God damn it, he disappeared.
なさい。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。石煙に葬られよ。
There we go. But yeah, floor 20, that's good enough. This event is crazy hard. What were they thinking? The challenge is fun though. It's for sure what I will say in defense of the Genshin subredditors is that this event is very awkwardly set up. Yeah, this event could have been executed much more fairly, because throughout these stages, there are some enemies that give you a lot more energy refund than other enemies. Like for example, I believe the if you get hilly churl enemies, if you beat them, they give you a ton of energy back. Right? Sometimes enough to just refund everybody back up to full ults across the board. And so going into your next rotation for the next floor, whichever one you get, is a lot easier. Whereas some enemies for some floors don't give you as much energy, and so your team doesn't have enough energy to like do your full rotation. I think what would make it fair is if going into any new floor, the game should just refund everybody's energy right back right away, so you can just go into doing all your team's rotation all over again. That's definitely one drawback of this event that I don't quite agree with. Especially because of the whole, like, you can skip floors mechanic depending on how fast you kill enemies. It's like, well, okay, but what if you get a floor where it's like, they give you enemies that don't give you as much energy back, right? So it's like, you know, you can kind of game the system almost to where it's like, oh, you delay your team's rotations by like a couple of seconds, so that way, you go to a floor, you skip to a floor that does have great enemies in terms of like energy refund. But you wouldn't really know that, at least not off the top of your head. You would have to grind these stages for hours and hours to figure out, okay, how do I do that? Right? How do I game this system? That's never, like, gaming a system like this is never, like, I don't think it's great event design, or just great game design in general. Like, you never want to have a situation where it's optimal for players to, like intentionally not do as well as they can. So, yeah, that's what I can say about this event for sure. Could definitely be, better designed. Does Zelo's ult do anything besides heal? I forget if Zelo's elemental debuff resist is tied to her skill or tied to her ult. Because I was under the impression that Zelo's ult is the one that gave the elemental debuff shred. Might not be the case though. It's her skill specifically? Okay, then I was wrong about that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not too sure what... Yeah, other than healing, I actually don't know what Zelo's ultimate does. I'm sure it does something useful. Surely. Genshin's just an inferior version of their newer games. Technically speaking, you're right, because with every new gacha game that Hoyo comes out with, they use their extra years of gacha experience to make their newest gacha a little bit better. Well, not so much Star Rail. Zenless is kind of like the golden cow, or the golden child of the Hoyo games so far these days. Zeal's ult is either damage or healing, depending on how many elements you have in the party, if you recall correctly. Interesting. Let's see. Additionally, trigger the following effects based on her different source samples. If she has at least 2 different source samples that their elemental types changed, Zila will play ebullient rhythm, healing nearby active characters. But if she has fewer than that, then she'll let's see. Then she'll start up Ardent Rhythm, which will play 2 additional beats that deal Night Soul Line Geo damage. So it's either she heals or she does a bit more damage herself. So it's basically just healing, I guess. Unless she's got a passive that lets her ultimate do something extra. That could be the case. I don't see anything like that, though. But I'm gonna assume for now that it's just extra healing, effectively, for most teams. Unless you decide to use her in, like, a Geo team, maybe? Oh boy, these guys love to run around all over the place, it seems like. Yeah, like, this is the example that I was talking about. Like, because we were fighting Hilly Trails, when we beat them, they gave us so much energy back that my entire team can burst off that again. Same thing with the Ruin Guards, or those were Ruin Graders, I think. Same idea. Oh, we're already at floor 22. Surprising. Ooh, that didn't do too much damage. Looks like this is where we're gonna have to stop. Did we do it? Oh, that's hilarious. We did it just in the nick of time. That's fun. Was not expecting Maoika to actually kill them fast enough. Obviously, this will be a different story. Yeah. Bennett missed his fucking skill. Oops. Damn, did I see Maoika do pop like a 600k reverse melt hit or something? What was that? Yeah, Bennett missed his shit again. Always kind of awkward trying to get Bennett to hit a flying enemy, unfortunately. Literal chip damage there. Actually, did Sit Lolly even hit that shit herself? Probably not. Oh well, whatever. Fuck you. Give me my fucking nameplate. Leap charge. Last stage was the worst thing experience. Really? The last stage was actually the easiest. At least for me. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, the last stage was the easiest because it kept giving me enemies that just fully refunded everybody's energies or everybody's ultimates or bursts. Like that's exactly what I was mentioning earlier. The fact that sometimes you have stages where the enemies don't give you your energy back, but on the last stage, they just kept giving me enemies that just, you know, fully refunded my entire team. So it's like, okay, cool. So I can work with this. So yeah, kind of surprised that you found the last stage the most difficult, because I think for me, let me check my stage records. Yeah, the last stage is the one that I got the furthest on. Weird. I guess, you know, we just have different experiences, I suppose. Yeah, because floor 20 on 3rd and 4th stages, floor 21 on first one, floor 22 on the second one, and then floor 23 on the last one. Odd, but hey, we still got it. We still got it done. It was the hardest for you. Yeah. Kind of weird. But again, everyone's accounts are different, so varying results. That piece of shit flyer kept moving. Yeah, he likes to move around quite a bit. Hey, at least it's not the fucking Ruin Hunter. That asshole is a bitch to deal with. Yeah, thank God they didn't give us a fucking Ruin Hunter. That would be a little bit awkward. Especially because the Maoika team, nobody on that team has a bow, I don't think, yeah. Yeah, Chaska and Bennett are sword users, Maoika's a claymore, and then Sitlal is a caster, so yeah, no no archers. So you can't even shoot down the Ruin Hunters if they go up all the way up into the air, and you can't even hit them at all. Also, one last rant about the subredditors who are bitching about how this event is like you basically have to have Maoika or some shit, like Sitlali Maoika. All I want to say is that why didn't y'all fucking roll for a goddamn Archon? Like, if y'all are fucking bitching about how, oh, you have to use Maoika, okay, why didn't you fucking roll for her then? It's like, yes, I understand that, you know, Maoika's banner coincided with Sitlali's banner at the same time, and I don't like that either. I fucking hated that shit. Mihoyo can go burn for doing that shit, for pulling that off. However, it's like, you should have gotten Maoika. She's an Archon. And traditionally speaking, Archons in this game have always been really, really fucking strong. Like, you know, minus Venti. In before people start bitching about how, oh, but Zhongli isn't strong anymore. Yeah, if you're a fucking retard, maybe he's not strong. You didn't like the spin to win gameplay? I understand that, right? But unfortunately, as it goes sometimes in just video games in general, but, you know, also in gacha games as well, sometimes the top tiers have playstyles that aren't exactly very enjoyable, but, you know, they get the job done, and that's what matters. Like, if you care about getting event-exclusive, you know, items, then be prepared to have to use characters you don't always like using. Like, I'm sorry. That's just kind of the reality of a lot of gacha games out there. Ideally, that shouldn't be the case. You should be able to get everything in a gacha just playing whichever team you like. That's what I will say, but, like, sometimes that doesn't always happen, right? It is what it is. That's the reality of gacha games. You gotta invest horizontally as well as vertically, or at least you have to find a good balance between the two. And then you gotta get used to playing characters sometimes that you might not enjoy playing. This is how it goes sometimes. Venti got a solid 2 years of use, though. It's fine. I suppose so, yeah. If he was useful for the first 2 years of the game. Your account is just weak in general, then yeah, well, at that point, you shouldn't beat yourself up too much about this, yeah. If your account isn't strong enough to, you know, clear the floor 20s for every stage, and yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do, right? Like, it's not your fault that you stopped playing. You started playing Genshin a little too late to be able to get the name card for this event. So yeah, like, it's whatever. Just as long as you can get the Primo Gems, that's what matters. Not like Novelette has the most exciting gameplay. Yeah, especially if you know, spin to win with him too. But hey, at least with Novelette it's funny. At least Novelette spinning to winning is funny because, you know, you just see him like spin in a fucking circle like he's a, you know, like he's a Beyblade. You like the donuts with the bike better? Yeah, at least it's cool, or at least I find it pretty cool. You know, you even hear the sound effect of her tires burning out too. So at least you know, at least it sounds cool. With Arlecchino, you're able to reach floor 24 on all levels. Hey, that's even better then, yeah. Yeah, Malwika event? Yeah, clearly not the case if you were able to do it with Arlecchino. So yeah, those Genshin sub-editors are fucking retarded. Fuck those fucking idiots. It's like, oh, you don't like Malwika? That's fine. You got it done anyway. With another Pyro DPS. Shit, man. I wish more Genshin players were like you, Minato. Oh, don't have Malwika? No problem. I happen to have another great Pyro DPS, who just happens to be, you know, really fucking good. Was I redundant with that? I think I was, but still. What do you mean, Novelette? Pissing on enemies isn't exhilarating gameplay. Who would have thunk, right? Ugh. Don't know if it's just you, but you find trying to melt Malwika's burst is inconsistent, especially when you use the skill before. Well, ideally, Max, you shouldn't be using Malwika's skill going into her burst. I don't know why you're trying to do that. For me, I've been able to consistently reverse melt Malwika's burst because I don't use the skill. Like, is there a reason why you should be using Malwika's skill first before her ultimate? Yeah, I was under the impression that you should not be using Malwika's skill before. Yeah, because that wastes the cryo application that Sitlali initially puts on. Yeah. Like, as soon as you use Sitlali's skill and then burst, you just switch to Malwika and then you immediately burst with her, yeah. Unless she's just a sub DPS, yeah, of course. Yeah, if she's just a sub DPS, then yeah, you can do whatever, but... you use Mav's skill first thing in your rotation to get Bennett more energy? I suppose so. I guess if you need the extra energy for Bennett, then maybe? But yeah, I mean, that should explain why your Malwika's reverse melt off her burst is so inconsistent, yeah. Or at least maybe that could be a reason why. Maybe it's not the only reason. Maybe you're maybe you're using a different team as to or maybe you're using a different team than mine. Maybe you're using somebody else other than, like, I don't know, Zealand or something. Thing is, the name card is the first reward in a long while, made mostly for whales and people who are knowledgeable about the game, but because every reward was easily attainable, the community's bitching like crazy. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point, Arrow. Yeah, because usually we're used to events like being piss easy and just getting all the rewards anyway, yeah. And then all of a sudden we have this event where it's like, oh, like one of the rewards is actually a little bit tougher to get. Oh no. But even still, man, people have to take a step back and realize, like, this is just a nameplate, man. Like, MiHoYo could have been so much more of a bitch by, like, you know, imagine if they made us oh, guess what? Instead of a nameplate or a name card, guess what? We're gonna give everybody 1,000 extra Primo Gems if they hit a combined floor 100. Like, they could have done that. Not that they would, but they could have. It's like, at that point, then yes, everyone bitching about it is completely acceptable. Like, I would not be roasting them for, like, complaining about something like that. But, like, it's just a name card, bro. Like, get over yourselves. A name card event is floor 15. Unfortunately, Nyx, no. The way you have to achieve this is you have to achieve a combined total of floor 100. So, yeah, like Might said in YouTube chat, you need at least an average of floor 20 per stage. You can go over floor 20, and if you can, that's good because it gives you a little bit of leeway for some of the lower stages if you can't quite reach stage 20. But yeah, you need to achieve a total combined floor of 100 across all 5 stages. So, for example, my score is 106 right here, as you can see. But then if you check my if I check my floor progress, floor 1 or stage 1 rather, I managed to reach floor 21. Second stage, floor 22. Third and fourth stages, I only hit floor 20, which is minimum. And then for the fifth stage, I managed to hit floor 23. So hence, you add up all the floor numbers, it turns out to be 106. So no, sorry, Nyx, but a floor 15 for all stages is not quite enough. Yeah, you're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try going for higher stages. Yeah, get floor 100, get a free Malwika. Hey, I'd be down. I'm sure nobody would mind that. Hey, Master Soraka, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the rest of your weekend. How hard is it to get the name card? Well, if you have Malwika, you have Sitlolly. It should be what is it? It should be relatively simple. You might have to like change your rotations here and there, but it shouldn't be bad. Like, I think you should easily be able to do it as long as your Malwika's good. Even if you don't have Malwika, as long as you have like a good pyro DPS, or hell, I think Finkel said you could just hyper bloom your way to victory here. Then yeah, you should be able to do it. Apparently. Also, Naruto, you keep asking me to fucking look at your Malwika. I already asked you to use to post your user ID, but the first time I asked you to do that, you didn't do that. So I've been ignoring you this entire fucking time, bro. No wonder you don't have Genshin's music on. You also have my stream volume off too for the most part, and you just keep saying shit. Project Moon mentioned during the last streamer's video. Hey, Totori, welcome back, man. Wait patiently for him to enter the mirrored dungeon mines of Limbus. Perhaps one day, Totori. Hey, I'd like to go back. I'd like to pick up Limbus Company as one of my main gachas, but you know, only when I make content creation like a full-time thing. So. Very hot weather over on your end. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can get through it. Man, hot weather in fucking the beginning of March, huh? Damn. Then again, maybe seasons work a little differently over where you're at, so I don't wanna like jump to conclusions, but yeah, hopefully you can get through it. Honestly, the only like real Mav floor was the last one because of the Night Soul bullshit buff. Oh yeah, maybe that's also another reason why my easiest floor was actually stage 5. Actually, yeah, didn't realize that. But other floors not as much. Yeah, even more so. Like yeah, it's not. It's like all the people bitching that you need to have Malwika, or you know, just even more ammo to use against them to call them retarded, I guess. My bad. You had the volume mute. Why the Chat, can I ban Naruto? Is that acceptable? Bro admits to having my stream muted when he's asking me to fucking look at his Malwika. How fucking stupid are you, Naruto? Like, I've been doing my best to refrain from calling you just straight up stupid. Like, I've tried my very best, but, like, bro, I have my limit. My patience has its limits. You're asking for a fucking character review or like an account review, and you have my stream on mute? Fuck you. He's content, I suppose. Then again, you know, some people might take this as fucking literal bullying, even though it's 100% fucking deserved. Holy fuck, man. Friends, right? Yeah. You don't have a problem with your stream? Nah, I'm not gonna ban Naruto. He's annoying, but he's at least not rude. He's just stupid. Okay, Naruto, this is gonna be the very last time I review your account, because I don't want to fucking look at your account anymore, especially because of the dumb shit you say half the time. Or actually more like 80% of the time. So consider this my very last account review for you. If you want me to review your account from now on, I expect you to pay. I'll put the same restriction on you as I did during my subathon. So what, 500 bits for an account review? So once this account review is done for your Malwika, that is in effect from now on for you specifically. Holy fucking shit, man. Anyways, yes, your Malwika does look a little better than the last time I saw it. Let me just check that she's on 4-piece, 4-piece obsidian, yeah. So we can assume 97% crit rate, about 220 crit damage. Your crit damage should still be better. It should still be higher, but actually, let me check your weapon. Yeah, Serpent Spine. So yeah, your crit damage should be higher, but at least you know you're giving her some more. No ER, that's fine. That's exactly what I told you to do. Pyro Damage Cup. Serpent Spine. Make sure, if you want to invest into Malwika, make sure to use your future battle passes to pick up more copies of Serpent Spine, because the more she has, the better it is for Malwika's overall damage. But that's up to you whether or not you want to spend your future battle passes on that, or if you want to pick up other weapons. Honestly, Serpent Spine is the best. I'm pretty sure Serpent Spine is the best battle pass weapon in general, even with the second set of battle pass weapons. So yeah, like, you should be using your future battle passes on more copies of Serpent Spine. If only just for Malwika. Pyro Damage Cup, this is fine. Actually, this is pretty good, all things considered. Let's see, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, sure, that's fine. Let's see, feather, attack percent, double crit. It's okay. Obviously, it didn't roll very well, so I'm not gonna dock you on that. But it's an okay feather. Could be better. This one, I see you got 2 rolls in the defense. This feels like a This feels like a 4-line start where you got 2 rolls into defense and then 3 rolls into like crit damage or something. So unfortunate on the defense rolls. It should have been into like either crit rate, crit damage at the very least. Crit damage mainly. But even still, your flower is still decent. And then circlet, this is fine actually. Your circlet doesn't actually need a lot of crit rate, if any at all. The EM is good too. Ideal, or like, you should at least try looking for a crit damage circlet that has both EM and attack percent. But I mean, this on its own is still okay. Not like you need to change this. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, your Malwika build is fine. Obviously, just try to look for more crit damage. That's all I can tell you. Just your Malwika build is solid. Don't really need to change anything about it. Just make sure not to give her any ER, because it's completely useless on Malwika for the most part. Just, you know, try getting her more crit damage, because that's the most important thing. You can try to give her a little bit more attack percent subs, and then more EM subs, because again, Malwika, unless you're running her in Mono Pyro, then in which case she doesn't really care about EM. But assuming you're not, assuming you're running her in a normal reaction team, either Vape or Melt, yeah, try to also get her some EM subs too. because she'll make use of that. Does he ask me to review his characters every fucking stream? Almost every stream, yes. He constantly asks. So I'm just going to put my fucking foot down and tell him from now on, no. Excuse me. I'm just gonna put my foot down and tell him just straight up, like, yeah, no. Like, that's it. That's enough out of you. Yeah, she can go into EM main stat, yeah, because if you do run Bennett with Maoika, then yeah, she should already be getting a ton of attack from Bennett, yeah. Matter of fact, I actually want to give my own Maoika an EM timepiece too eventually. Problem is, I never get any fucking EM timepieces from the Obsidian Codex domain, so BeHoya can go fuck themselves for that one, I suppose. But yeah, actually, ideally, Maoika wants EM, but obviously, if you don't have an EM timepiece yet, or if you don't use Maoika in a reaction team, just run her in Mono Pyro, then yeah, attack percent is better. Excuse me. Hey, Pupper, welcome to the stream, man. Excuse me. God, something was tickling my throat. Watch all 11 hours of your FGO react? Goddamn. I applaud you. Thanks for watching all 11 hours, man. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Hey, LD Nihilus. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Quick question for you. If you were too broke to get Sitlolly from Maoika, who else can you use for ice application? Because you're using Diona at the moment. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if anybody can truly replace Sitlolly as far as like who you want to be your constant cryo applicator. My initial suggestions would maybe be like Layla, because like Layla on paper is like at least similar in function to Sitlolly, because Layla is also another cryo shielder. She just doesn't have the insane support ability as Sitlolly does. That being said, I don't know if she's like a good enough replacement though. Let's see, what does chat say? Mostly Rosaria and Kaya. Okay, then there you go, yeah. If you don't have Sitlolly, then you can replace her with either Kaya or Rosaria. Kaya is obviously very free to play because everybody has him. But if you'd like to use Rosaria instead, yeah, you can go ahead and use her instead. Can you try a team of Mav, Sitlolly, Kazuha, and Bennett? Maybe later, not tonight. I'll try to keep that in mind, or maybe I'll try out that team on my own time, Naruto, but not on stream, not today. Also, JXE, how's it going, man? Thanks so much for the 33-month resub. Welcome back. Appreciate the resub. Hopefully you are enjoying the rest of your weekend. Kaya ideally wants C6 with her for more melts. And yeah, that's not very common, yeah. Imagine having a C6 story lock character. Keck. Did I clear theory? Yeah, I did it yesterday, Bort Sebastian. Towards like the later half of the stream yesterday. So yeah, LD over on YouTube chat. If you don't have Sitlolly, then according to Twitch chat, you can replace her with either Kaya. Hopefully he's C6. If not, I guess that's still okay, but obviously he's better at C6. Or Rosaria if you have her. So the double banner that time with Maoika and Sitlolly was that diabolical. You get people wanting both because they were popular, but the synergy was that deep. Yeah. Sitlolly is no doubt Maoika's best in slot teammate. Sitlolly is actually not just her best in slot teammate, but she's probably the best support for a lot of pyro DPSs just in general. Mainly because Sitlali's one of her passives. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, her first passive. Her first passive allows her to shred to put a 20% pyro and hydro res shred on anybody who's affected by freeze or melt reactions. This single passive elevates her to BIS support status for most for a lot of pyro DPSs, Maoika included. Honestly, there's an argument to be made that back when those two banners were going on, you should have rolled for Sitlali instead of Maoika. And like I would have probably bought it. Hu Tao and Arlecchino too. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, because they're both melee pyro DPSs. A fellow Chaska user 2 based. Fellow Chaska mains rise up. Friend of yours finally C6'd Yelan. He saved a lot since her first banner, and in 2024 he finally C6'd her. Hey, that's cool to hear. Dedication pays off. Hey, too, since you call yourself the Gacha God, then go play Grand Blue Fantasy? Yeah, no thanks. I already play one dog shit, old school Japanese gacha. I don't need to play a second one. Like, I respect Grand Blue Fantasy. If you're a GBF player, then hey, that's cool and all. I'm not gonna play it though. I already have my hands full with playing fucking FGO. So no thanks. And then he moved to PGR. Oh, okay. What a twist. What a twist. I will say, I'm very glad that I triple crowned Sitlali there. I think I just barely finished my triple crowns on Maoika too. Who was I working on again? I think I was working on Chaska. Yeah. Do I even have a crown yet? No, not even. Actually, isn't there a new crown available in shop now? There should be. Yeah, it's right here. But will Enfield be Gooner like all the other gachas right now? I don't know if I would call a lot of other gacha games Gooner per se. I mean, I guess Zenless is pretty Gooner. Star Rail isn't really Gooner though, and Genshin as well, I would argue. But back to Enfield. Enfield certainly has the potential. I mean, there's that one new Enfield character named Yvonne, I think. Who some people on Twitter were like going absolutely feral over. She looks hot for sure. I guess she could be considered like a Gooner character, but from what I've seen outside of Yvonne, nah, not really. Arknight's Enfield doesn't really have like a lot of like Gooner designs or like Gooner like mechanics or whatnot. So I would say not yet, but you know, a lot can happen between now and full release, so I guess we'll see. He did come back for Natlan after you told him about who the first two banners were. Okay. Oh, he's back. Size. A question about Wuwa that determines to keep it installed. Does anyone else get a download of like 300 megabytes almost every time you log in, or is it just you? Your PC is oldish, but you can play Wuwa on low just fine. It's not every single time, but it's happened more than you like. Maybe it's just your old PC. I do notice that my PC does download like small little updates every once in a while, but like not every day. I feel like Wuwa downloads like those small little like patches like every once in a while, outside of like obviously patch day. So like I know what you're talking about, Size. It just doesn't happen as often as you make it sound like it does. At least not for me. So it might just be you, but I don't want to say that for sure. So you've seen my streams. It seems like I rarely start with Arknights as the first game to play. Why is that? I usually like streaming other games. For Arknights, I usually like to play that on my own time. Though I have been saying that I do eventually want to dedicate like a day out of the week to go play Arknights, so I can grind. I can force myself to grind integrated strategies, because I haven't played IS ever since like IS2. Like IS2 was like the first, or IS2 was like the integrated strategies game mode that I played the most of, and I still don't even have it 100% complete. So, and I've just straight up ignored IS3, IS4, and now we're on IS5, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, one day I'll force myself to stream Arknights on a regular basis just so that I can finish integrated strategies. But yeah, I prefer streaming other games for now. Everything is Gooner in this day and age. Pepe La. Well, it's not necessarily like new gacha games themselves, but like people are just fucking brain rotted as fuck, man. People see a way to goon to everything, pretty much. Like literally anything, and people, someone out there is gonna be crazy enough and brain rotted enough in order to say, you know, hey, I can goon to that. Seems your prediction about Star Rail is right. It's gonna be there's gonna be nuclear drama when Anniversary shows up, and the devs better hire security. Maybe so, man. Just considering what I've been hearing about, you know, what's going on in the Star Rail space too. You don't think finishing IS 3 to 5 is gonna be done in one stream, LMAO? When the fuck did I say that I was gonna finish all three fucking integrated strategies game modes in one stream? Are you fucking stupid? How about reclamation algorithm? No, I haven't gotten that done either, because I'm not a very big fan of that game mode. I'll still do it though eventually. But yeah, because they're permanent game modes, I haven't really been motivated enough to like go out of my way to do them. But besides that, when the fuck did I imply that I was gonna get integrated strategies done in like all three of those game modes done in one stream? Like I even told you that like the one integrated strategies version that I did grind back in the day was IS2. So yeah, like of course I know how long it takes to get each of those integrated strategies versions done. What the fuck? How the hell did you come to that conclusion? Star Rail shot themselves in the foot. If they remove the buff, who's to say the caster simps won't go berserk, especially the CN waifu shrimps? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what Star Rail devs are fucking thinking these days. It's certainly strange. And to think that 2 years ago we were all over Star Rail's dick, and glazing the fuck out of it, as, you know, with all of our, you know, Genshin could never memes. Oh, how times change. You guess you misinterpreted? Yeah, man. I guess what I meant to say on my part, too, I guess I should have clarified that, I want to put aside, like, a day out of the week. So, like weekly streams, basically. I think that if I said that, it would have been a lot more clear. I want to, like, have weekly Arknight streams where every one day out of the week, I stream nothing but Arc Knights in order to force myself to complete all of the integrated strategies like versions, like at least their point ladders. I don't know if I'll go like 100% every single one of the versions, but at the very least I want to be able to like complete their point ladders, you know, get all the costumes, get all the rewards, stuff like that. So yeah, if I said that, maybe it would have been more clear. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to doing that quite that yet. Cause yeah, I just have a lot of stuff going on IRL that's been kind of occupying me at the moment. So, and they have been for the last 2 years. So, just a lot on my mind right now. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have been more clear myself too. Did I pull Tribby? I did pull Tribby. I haven't used her yet. I've been farming. I just got the new Divergent Universe. Like I just got a run of the new Divergent Universe game mode done. So I've barely got access to their the new ornament stage today in the stream. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to like farm good ornaments for Tribby yet. I could probably just use a self-modeling resin to give her like an ER rope immediately. It's most likely not gonna have great stats, but I'll work with what I get. And so yeah, I'll try her out at my own time, and I'll come if you come back to the stream and ask me again, then I'll have an answer for you. As of right now, though, I do have Tribby. I don't have her signature because I lost the coin flip for her, so they can go. Mihoyo can go fuck themselves. But yeah, I'll start using her and hopefully soon. Hopefully. Ugh. Some content creators say that you shouldn't pull from meta since endgame rewards since the endgame rewards only give you like 15 pulls in an entire year. Yeah. And even then, like even if you don't have like the most meta characters in Star Rail, it's not like you can't get like the earlier MOC stages done, right? Like most, I would imagine most like, you know, consistent, not even try-hard players, like consistent players, right? Star Rail players who consistently log in every day, get all the events done, right? And like play every day, basically. Even they can easily like 30, 33 star MOC, right? Maybe MOC 12 can give some people a hard time, but like if they're like, yeah, well, whatever, fuck, you know, MOC 12, I'll just, you know, clear up to MOC 11, be happy with that. It's like, yeah, you're only missing out on like, I don't know, how many stellar J's did they give you per 3 stars in Star Rail, like 75 gems or something like that. So it's like, yeah, it's not exactly like they're missing out on much, technically speaking. But you know how MiHoYo gacha players are. You gotta min-max. Never mind, was getting uninstalled. Just got hit with another 200 megabit download. Ugh, yeah. If you keep having to download more shit, then yeah, I would be pretty suspicious. I would find that pretty suspicious too. So yeah, I don't blame you for uninstalling. One less gacha to play now. On the bright side, suppose so. $200 megabits equals 4 seconds. It's just a 4-second download. So like, why? He did say earlier that he had an older PC. So if it's an older PC, I would imagine that he also doesn't really have a lot of storage space either, right? Like if you only have a little bit of storage to work with, even 200 megabits can feel like a ton of space. And yeah, because he said that happens on a regular basis. Yeah, you have that shit happen, what, like 5 times? And that's a gig right there already. like missing 1 star is like minus 80 jades. Like, oh boy, half a pull. Oh no. Like, I agree it sucks too, yeah, but I would imagine if I were in like that position as a free-to-play, it's like, bro, it's not worth like busting your balls over like missing out on 80 stellar jades just because you didn't, you know, hit 36 a 36 star clear in MOC. It's like not worth it. Storage space, the true enemy of humanity. True. Can't get away around. Can't get around it. You change your mind. You're gonna delay until a shorekeeper shows up. If you lose the coin flip on shorekeeper, then you uninstall. Okay, fair enough. Maybe try downloading through Epic Game Store. I suppose so. Yeah. Maybe Size can try re-downloading Woowa through EGS. I don't know. Not sure if that's gonna change anything, but maybe. That half a pull could be the difference between getting a 5-star and not getting them. True. Yeah. True. You never know. Like there could be one player out there who's like the literal difference between them getting a 5-star and not getting them is like, oh, you were off by just a small amount of stellar jades that if you had gotten it from like, I don't know, 36 starring MOC, then yeah, you would be able to get this character. But like, to be fair, that situation shouldn't happen too often. But even then, you know, with how massive MiHoYo's player base is across all their games, like even if we were to say that, oh, like only 0.1% of players are ever going to be affected by that, you know, that's still a lot of people in general. So. Just saying, yeah, I know. Yeah. But it's just not like wrecking your mental over that. Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, a lot of Star Rail players out there don't seem to understand that. They just don't know when to fucking take a chill pill and fucking, you know, kick back and relax. It's like, hey, I did the most I could. You know, I'm gonna be happy with this. You know, for them, no, it's either all or nothing. Shit like that, you know. The zero-sum game mentality sort of shit. Have I finished Shirokuro raid? Torment? Nah, fuck Torment. I don't fuck with Torment at all. Nexon can go fuck themselves. We're introducing fucking Torment difficulty. The highest difficulty I do in Blue Archive raids is insane, and that's it. You know, I play Gacha on mobile. God damn, that means you play Genshin on mobile too. Damn. Yeah, my respect. I can never see myself playing Genshin on mobile because I wouldn't know how to play. Like, how the hell do you use how the hell would you use archers? How do you aim? I wouldn't know how to do that. So yeah, my respect. Gonna head out. All right, Master Soraka. Welcome. Well, I was about to say welcome to the stream. You're already in here. Have a good night, man, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hey, Roxy, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Hey, Hayes, welcome back as well. There's gonna be a harder raid difficulty. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I heard that JP has a difficulty even higher than Torment, and obviously I'm not gonna do that either. Well, gachas let us use 100 pulls at a time. I don't know about that. Probably not. I don't know if anybody really wants any gacha game to let us pull 100, do 100 pulls at once. Maybe some crazy whales do, but not most people. That small difference is also how the vast majority, a lot of the free-to-play players end their status. I know, right? Because they just need a bit more, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Why are we having a random ass hype train? What the hell happened? What the hell started that? Do you think we'll ever see mass boycott? What, of Hoyo games? No, never. People tried boycotting Genshin, but yeah, that failed miserably. At least as far as I'm aware. Genshin boycotters rolling on Genshin and still trying to delude themselves into thinking that, oh, I pulled this character free to play, I'm still boycotting the game. Holy fucking retards. You don't use archers? Okay, fair enough. Have you heard of the corporate espionage scandal? Is that related to the like how Project KV was involved? Because I think I saw Guitar Rock put out a video recently saying something like, "Oh no, Nexon was actually the victim all this time." Does it have something to do with that? If so, then I've heard, I think I know about. No, I think I'm aware of it, but I don't know the details. Z Fold 6 at least. Okay, so you've got like a dedicated phone for games. Eventually I want to pick up a phone that's like dedicated for like playing gacha games too, or just playing mobile games in general. Yeah. I think my chat brought up like the Red Magic 2 or like the Red Magic series of phones. I've looked into that a little bit, but yeah, I want to get my own when I have enough money someday. Yeah, I'd love to get a phone that's like specifically designed to play games. Getting back into Genshin after skipping the end of Fontaine and the start of Natlin is indeed daunting. I know, right? Now imagine everyone else who stopped playing the game like years ago and they're thinking about getting into the game now. Like imagine if somebody stopped at like the beginning of Inazuma like 3 years ago or some shit. And only now they've decided, you know, hey, maybe I want to get back into Genshin. It's like, oh. Like, are you sure about that? Do my best John Cena impression. Are you sure about that? Hey, Drunken Pancakes, how's it going, man? How'd my Azure Lane polls go for the new positive? But they went okay. I think it went pretty good, actually. I think I got everybody pretty quickly. Yeah, you said. I think you said earlier that you have an S24 Ultra. Yeah, it does eat at the battery somewhat quickly. Yeah, I see. But yeah, as long as it runs well. At least the scenery in Genshin is impressive. Yeah, I mean that's why you play Genshin after all, for all the pretty sights and the fabulous exploration. Hope Red Magic sponsors you because they got like a new model coming out, and me being the gacha god playing like all these different gachas on their phone is like perfect marketing for them. Yeah. I wish, you know, I sure hope maybe eventually that my channel can get big enough where I can get like a fucking straight up phone sponsor, yeah. Yeah, that would be indeed pretty good marketing if their phone can handle like playing all these different gacha games at once, yeah. More content to enjoy. You'd love to come back with all the with all of Natlin and part of Fontaine. Yeah, I guess it's just how much you enjoy exploration and Genshin. Like you should, of course, but you know, some people like it more than others. Is it a good idea to start Blue Archive in current year? I mean, if you want to, you can start any gacha game at any time. If you really want to play a gacha game, you should start playing it immediately or as soon as possible. And despite my strong opinions about Blue Archive, that, Blue Archive is also no exception. So yeah, if you want to start playing it, sure, go ahead. You still want to see a Limbus Company stream out of me? You were hyped when you saw Genozod finish Kanto 4. I heard from Lakari's chat, actually, that Genozod had trouble with, like, certain fights that people shouldn't have trouble with as long as you fucking read what's going on. Something like that. But, yeah, man, I hope that eventually one day I can start streaming Limbus Company too. It's just, like I said, like I keep saying, I'm only gonna start streaming Limbus Company like once I can turn my gacha content creation into a full-time job. Oh, stretch. But yeah, until then. Wasn't Blue Archive my top 3 gacha? No, Blazing. No, it's actually my bottom, my absolute bottom gacha as far as gacha games are concerned. What are your thoughts on Tribe 9? I think it's okay. It's cool, I guess. I don't plan to play it myself, but I know that it's the same devs who did the Danganronpa series. Like, I can recognize that character style anywhere. That and the main artist has definitely improved their style over the years. So I do think that the Tribe 9 characters are the best looking that like that Danganronpa's style, art style, has ever produced. But yeah, I don't know if I'll actually play the game myself. I think it's supposed to be like, I think it's sort of kind of like a Zenless clone almost. Like the actual gameplay, not like the baseball gameplay or whatever. The combat gameplay kind of reminded me a lot of like a sort of scuffed Zenless, basically. And so it's like, if that's the case, it's like, well, I already played Zenless, so I don't really feel the need to play Tribe 9. Like gameplay-wise or waifu-wise, either, well, not either. Waifu-wise, actually, I have quite a few, like a handful of waifus from that game. But gameplay-wise, I put it down at the bottom. Like Blazing, I put out a tier list video recently on my YouTube channel, ranking all the gachas I play, and I put Blue Archive down at the bottom. Edmund Dante's FGO artist, yep, that and him and Cleopatra. It feels like Zenless. It's basically slower Zenless, to be honest. Yeah, that's the vibe that I got from it. And so if that's the case, it's like, yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I already, if I wanted that sort of style of gameplay, well, I already play a game that, that can give me that exact experience, right? And then some. Good night, too. All right, take care, Naruto. We'll catch you later. And yeah, I'll probably end my stream very soon here too, because it's already past 10 p.m. here. Story is better than Zenless, though. Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly a surprise because, Japanese developer. That, and I assume that Tribe 9 still has the, still keeps the, all the, most of the zany aspects of like, the Danganronpa series, yeah. The fact that you can't escape Tomomo no matter which gacha you go to. Everywhere I go, I see her face. Sure does? Yeah, then yeah. I'm not surprised that it has a better story than Zenless, for example. Will I wail for 416? Nah, I'll just grab a single copy of her. It's funny because I looked up, I looked up 416 a little bit on my GFL2 spreadsheet that I have. That, like, tells me, like, what their best builds are and shit. And, hilariously, who is it? 416 doesn't even want her signature until she herself is at least like what, V4 and above. And so since I only plan on getting her like just a single copy, I guess I don't need to roll for her signature then, because there's no way in hell I want to roll her to all the way up to V4. So I just kind of found that part funny. So I will be rolling for 416, but just her, not her signature. Like not her own gun. Okay. If chat's got nothing else for me to talk about, I think I will end the stream here. Because it's already getting late and I need to prepare for the start of the week tomorrow. So, I think this is where I will take my leave, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out. And appreciate everybody hanging out for tonight. It was a nice chill stream today, even though it was a later stream today. Actually, all my streams over the weekend were all pretty late, actually, now that I think about it. Oh well. Hopefully next weekend, I can put in some more hours for stream. But we shall see. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate everybody showing up to chill and talk about gacha or anything else. But yeah, I think I will actually raid somebody. I'm gonna go raid Mr. Slice. So those of you on Twitch chat, you can go over to his stream and tell him I said what's up. But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out, and we'll catch you guys on FGO. Oh, FGO. I saw the word FGO in Twitch chat. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday. Also like listening to me yap about the history of NFGO. I should make a whole series about it. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, because yeah, I think people like it when they listen to somebody else talk about like something in like very big detail. So yeah, maybe I will consider like recording like a history of FGO NA or something like that. But yeah, I'll think about it. But yeah, anyways, take care everybody. We'll catch you next time. Peace.